Hello, everyone. Before we start the show, have a little chat about Patreon. You need to get over to Patreon. Why, Dean?
Because we've got loads of stuff on there, Amy. Back to the studio. Now, we've got loads of stuff over on Patreon. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's a way you can financially support us as a podcast. You can start up for as little as £3 a month, and that gets you access to everything. We've got like extra episode a week. We've got live shows on there, live talent shows where we have mates come on. Don't know what's going to happen. People can win cash prizes. Tell them more about it, Amy.
Well, and also depending on what tier you go, you get like signed prints and members only club cards and shit like that. You can also send in questions for our guests if you specifically want to ask them something. That's like a direct link to some famous people that we have. That's good, isn't it? Dean, back to you, Dean.
That is Amy. Thank you very much. We also have specials that we've been doing. We've got a VR special that's just gone up with Ishan Akbar. We've got Axe Throwing special, Sports Day on Substances, where we all played sports games. It was dead fun. We're going to have loads of new specials coming on in the future. What else? Back to you, Amy.
We're doing Dungeons and Dragons, which I'm really excited about. We're all going to be goblins, and we're all going to be on substances and be goblins, and I can't wait, and I hope we do it regularly, and that'll be on Patreon. What else, Dean?
We've discount codes on merch, early access to tickets, free live show tickets if you're a £10 patron. That's a free ticket every month.
7 days early.
And 7 days early access, sometimes 8 days if we're feeling beep, 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 beep. This just in, 8 days early access sometimes, and sometimes it's 7 days. But either way, you get it a week before anybody else does. For just £3 a month, sick that, innit? £1.50 each a month you're giving us.
What's that?
What's that? I know it's a cost of living crisis, but we're poor too.
Yeah, help us out. We're trying to rep the Northwest, innit? And the pubs of this here country.
Yeah, so get on it. There's loads of stuff on there. It's always growing. It's always getting bigger. It's always getting better. It's fantastic. Good value for money.
We love you, and we really appreciate all your support and your love, and thank you, and see you on Patreon.
Back to you at home. That's you guys.
Back to Dean for the weather.
Cold outside.
Merch.
We've got merch
So
there.
much merch. What is it? comedymerch.co.uk. It'll say it on the screen what it is.
Comedy merch.
Go on it. We've got so many designs designed by me and Dean. Yours
all
truly.
Different colours.
Hoodies,
mugs,
t-shirts,
crew necks,
sweaters.
Loads of stuff. Buy some stuff. Support the podcast. Represent us when you're walking through these streets.
Yes, please.
You'll see some of the fantastic merch we've got in the video that's playing in between us.
Here.
Over here.
Yeah, the merch is great. I love the merch. Can't wait for our merch to come.
Rep the Bong Man.
I love the Bong Man. The Bong
got
Man's
him.
so cool. I love him.
The name Johnny Bongo was already taken, so we'll have to come up with a new name for him. But
Jimmy Bongo.
Jimmy Bongo. Represent. I don't know what I'm saying.
And you also get discount codes for this merch over on Patreon as well. So
yeah.
get over on Patreon for the good stuff.
Should have put that on a Patreon advert. Never mind. It's on here instead.
See you on Patreon or on the merch website.
See you on the streets wearing the merchandise.
Is right.
Get on them. Fresh Garms. comedymerch.co.uk or .com, whatever it says here.
Thank you.
Merch.
Thanks for that. Bye.
We're back.
Wow.
New looks, dude, for the new year.
This is good, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks cool, doesn't it?
Everyone compliment the studio.
Say something nice.
It'll be nice when it's finished.
This is it now. This is for done now.
How you get that effect? Like the what's it called? Fucking
the ambience.
No, not ambience. Asbestos. That's it. Yeah. How you get that going?
The riff has been going.
You saved me then. I was going to a different riff. Couldn't remember it. And then I was like, I'll just re-riff this one. Good one, lad.
We're back in the studio. We got Kyle Legacy and Tom Keegan in. Everybody.
Oh, yeah.
What's happening?
I'm
on the couch. He's doing his taxes over there.
Getting fused.
I'm going to try and keep this erection up the whole show, if that's fine, yeah.
That's fine, yeah.
Nice. Good
Isn't
stuff.
the brands on points everywhere?
I'm going to poke all these eyes.
So Tom's hungover and you've just woke up from a train nap?
Just on a little train nap, yeah.
You're always everywhere. You're always everywhere.
This was not I wasn't travelling for the dream this time. I was just going to visit me uncle and me other granddad in Kent.
You've come from Kent?
Yeah, Royal Tunbridge Wells.
And Kyle walking through a village in Kent.
Royal Tunbridge
Royal
Wells.
Tunbridge Wells, that's where he lives now,
Sounds
yeah.
too upper class for you.
It was, yeah,
Any
to be
one of
honest,
your
yeah.
family?
Yeah, it was crazy. Getting
posh
fucking patted
Tunbridge
down,
Wells?
walking into Sainsbury's. It is, I mean, it's, well, the name itself is Royal Tunbridge Wells, isn't it? So it is quite posh and all that. Like, I mean, he's a Scouser, but he became a busy, so he had to leave Liverpool, obviously, otherwise he'd be fucking arresting all his friends.
Yeah.
So he's been living out there and working in London. He
Arresting
he
other
just
people's
retired and all
friends
that.
now.
Yeah, exactly.
Is he a gash your uncle? Yeah.
No, but he's like,
Kind of, 'cause
he's
he's in
too
the
high for
police.
that now. He's like, he
He's
just
got-
retired as, what the fuck, like, 2IC or something like that, detective, superintendent.
Oh, okay.
So, you know what I mean? Like, he's
Super
King
pet.
Grass.
Yeah.
Super Nintendo Chalmers.
Yeah, he had to get out of Liverpool because he was 2 days from retirement.
No, because all the sketch artists kept drawing me. I was like, fuck. You gotta leave or I gotta shave my head. Man.
Like Kyle's fucking committed to some mad mates and they go, can you describe them? And you're like, just believe me. This is what he looks like.
Yeah. This is clearly a cartoon, sir.
Someone just turns around, just Ronald McDonald. That's it. That's the guy. That's the man.
What's that movie where, I don't know if it's Mike Myers or something, but they're like describing that guy and it's like, he's got like a banana scar on his
Simpsons.
cheek, you know what I'm on about? No, it's
Yeah,
like...
and then it's like a ginger fella.
yeah,
a black
and like he
ginger.
appears, he's like in the place in it. What movie?
There's on The Simpsons where they draw The Simpsons, but it's like a bit weird looking characters and they all drive off and there's like a family who look kind of like
Oh,
The
yeah,
Simpsons get caught in it.
Doppelganger ones.
Yeah. Class.
You do pull out of Simpsons reference out of nowhere. Like I do love a Simpsons, but people think it's like fucking.
I'm only
God's
like
word, you know what I
season
mean?
1 to 9 or something.
How many is there?
It's on like season 23.
Oh,
or
so
something.
you
Still
stop
going,
when
isn't it?
like yeah, that's true.
Do you remember that account? Oh, you're not on Twitter. There was an account like a Simpsons account, and he'd post every day a quote from the Simpsons. That was Dean's. Like
My
he was a
mate.
grass as well.
Yeah. He was. Do you
A
remember
spoiler,
when?
He's spoiling
Do you
it.
remember when the police went to shut down hot water because they thought there was a show
Oh,
on
yeah, that
and they
was
were just
funny, that.
live streaming?
Yeah.
He was the first fella like on the door, like looking through the window
Trying
and
to pry open that shutter.
I messaged him that video just going, "You look stupid here, lad."
Just trying to get a spot with you. That's what it was.
Yeah, he was running that account, man. It was fucking massive. He swerved it now though, because
Yeah.
he was only doing like season 1 to 9 or something.
Oh yeah, true.
And then he done
So-
all the best bits, so he fucked it.
Where have you been, Kyle?
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was.
Is it
Royal
London?
Tunbridge Wells.
But have you been? I thought you was in Slovakia. Or
Oh no,
something
I've been
Estonia.
everywhere. I went to America, didn't I, for 6 weeks. That was fucking sick.
Any good stories from there?
Oh, we'll get to it, baby.
Oh.
Don't worry. Let the riff machine wake up a little bit, all right?
Fine,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Just put 2p in the riff machine. We're just waiting.
You got to see if you get that riff. Oh, you missed it.
Fuck.
I was in, so since Australia, Edinburgh, obviously, America, Dublin, Estonia, and then just everywhere else,
Wow.
really.
How?
Bournemouth as well.
Just how he gets down.
If you, Bournemouth?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
But you started a little bromance in Edinburgh, didn't you? So I feel like
It began long before
I
that.
felt, no, but I
I'll be
felt like it
honest.
really blossomed in Edinburgh, didn't it?
Kyle's
I feel bad because I forgot his name. We did share so many moments, but I don't know, to be honest. If you could turn around and put cum on your back, I'll recognise you.
That's it. That's what it was.
Doesn't have to be my cum, any cum will work.
It weren't even like what it was. I had an ecstasy tablet and was so in me head about it, and I was like, I've made a cunt to myself. So that's where the loves came from. He looked after me when I was.
It wasn't though, because like everybody's fucked.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
No,
So
but
he
I
just
was
comes in
like,
thinking
I was
like,
like,
oh.
I was the one he had to look after. He had to look after me.
He overheard
Was
this the
he proper
funniest thing.
bad?
I did.
Yeah.
He was bad for about half an hour, like jaw swinging and all that sort of stuff.
I
Like
woke
fucking.
up and me tongue had swole because I'd must have just been chewing me fucking tongue off all night.
Oh yeah, it was nuts. Like, and then you had
Like
that
a
bee
really
sting as
fat
well. So
tongue.
that one of them bee sting. You don't get it though. And yeah, so he was there. Like where were we at?
We were on the
Fucking karaoke
steps,
thing?
yeah,
Oh, we were on
yeah.
the steps, and Evan Demaray was talking to him, and like that's just a waste of drugs. That really, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like him fucking. In
I
your
was
face and that.
I was in a bad way in Evans and he's going, whoa, you know, so I was like, Kyle, get him out my face.
So and he was like, "Sorry for ruining your night, lad." I'm like, "It's 5 a.m. I wanted to leave at 3." I was like, "That's like I'm happy we're going home." Man.
He was talking to some babe from like Ukraine or something like that, and I'm fucked on the steps, and I don't know why I did it to like show out he weren't asked at all. I went, Kyle, and he turns out just like that. I was like, that would do the half. Thinking he'd go, no.
Just went,
I
see you
did
in a
the
bit,
drop
Tom.
from a good height as well. And he just
That's
turned
so
around and he
funny,
was like,
that.
no one cares, Tom. And I was like,
What did you overhear that night? He said he over there, I wasn't there, but he, in the club, all comedians dancing and that, and he over there's, yo, Carl likes his mates over there, is fucked.
there was a room where people were getting pictures, and it was this massive like disco ball. I was stood in front of it for like half an hour on my own, just in the background of people's pictures. Everybody was boss though.
Yeah,
that was sick though. I put him to work straight away and that, like,
Are you going next year?
Oh yeah, I've got it.
You going full month again?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and go up for a bit, innit?
It's a good fucking earner, especially this year was the most I ever made. Like, so, yeah. Remember my drawer with the fucking when I pulled it out with the cash,
like a Scottish
everywhere.
drug dealer.
It was sick.
What'd you do?
Just does 400 gigs over 20 days.
About 6 shows a day.
I mean, that was my 6th year, so I've kind of like every year it gets a bit better with the venues and the time slots and all that, and then we take out shows that don't work and maybe add like new ideas or something like that. So, but last year, because we hadn't been for 2 years, we just put the money makers in, so it was like sound, and we were running shows from like noon to like 12:30 at night. So,
lads, tell them what happened with me and Ruben in the fucking strip show, lads.
Oh my lord, that was the.
I met Ruben in
Ruben,
New Zealand, I think. Ruben,
little South African Indian lad. And or whatever he needs to be for the show. If it's best of Africa, best of India, whatever
Somali.
he needs to be.
My initial thought was Somali.
Somali?
Looks like Mo Farah, Somali.
Oh yeah, he looks like Mo Farah.
Athletic is what I'm trying to say. Don't beat me up.
Oh, he's ripped, but he's also very small, so it's like, I guess it's easier to get ripped because you've got less body to.
He's like a tiny
lift,
David
you know what I mean?
Goggins, but with comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's doing Ninja Warrior in Sydney as well.
Oh, is he?
So
Yeah.
if you see that, yeah, that's.
Well, is he actually one of the ninjas on it, or is he just going on it as a contestant? Does he have like the people they have to compete against, innit?
Oh no, he's a contestant, yeah.
Right, sound okay.
Yeah, and there was the last show, first show he came, he done like Pick of the Fringe, you know, I was hosting that every day, smashed that, all that. What was the joke you opened with every time you were there?
Oh, because it was about Kyle, because Kyle would bring me on. Like, thanking everyone. And I go on stage, and I was always just going, oh yeah, I'm from the same neck of the woods as Kyle. My accent isn't as strong though. I was like, even Harry Enfield would go a little bit cartoonish.
Yeah.
I'd kill every time. I'd be like,
because there was like a big bin strike, and I never knew, so I got off the train in Edinburgh, and it was just piles of fucking
I seen on the news,
rubbish.
And
I was like, oh, it's my first time in Edinburgh. I didn't know about the bin strike. I thought someone had been ran over, and it was Scottish flowers.
Oh, nice.
We did. There was a strip show.
It's the worst when you look and you're like, oh, that's my flyers. What the fuck? Like, this is bullshit.
Yeah, so the strip show, the premise of it is the two comedians who do the worst have to get up and striptease. Yeah. I thought this was all in jest. I didn't think, I should have known with Kyle. I would have
comedy striptease, so it's like a showcase. I hosted 5 comedians or whatever, and like the payoff is
who decides who was the worst?
We do audience participation, but then
that's gotta feel bad.
Sometimes
you're the worst, and now you have to get naked.
and now get naked, get your little Guinness tits out for us and dance.
Sometimes no, because it's like you want to do well, don't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like so that
I was on such a high,
but also I just make the executive decision, so I'd make Ruben do it most nights because he's into it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he can also get his 6-pack out. Me like fucking time.
And then sometimes I like
holding the 6-pack.
That's the forfeit.
Dan Turner, he'd kill every time, and I'd make him strip, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like if you guys came, obviously straight away, that would happen. And then he done that was his 5th show, and I'm like, just get on stage, because you get on stage, you do like the clap off so they can see you, one last look at you and all that. And like I weren't gonna make him strip because he was like, oh, I don't want to strip. I was like, don't worry, lad, I'm not gonna fucking make you strip anyway. And then he's just being a pussy, and he's like, won't even come up on stage. He's like, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm like,
because you know why as well
is the
why
show, then you know what I mean? Like
to throw my hands up, I'd had like 4 boss shows that night, you know, when you're on a little high, and then I died on my ass. So part of me was like, I'm not fucking stripping for them. I was like, I fucking hate the crowd.
But you do, it's a 1-minute strip at the end, you know what I mean?
Right,
like it's not, and the whole show is just a comedy show.
So you could take it real slow.
To the fuck no.
So and then Ruben's there, because Ruben's there, like none of them want to strip, you know what I mean? And he's like, get the fucking down here. Like, like grabs the mic off me in front of the crowd.
I'd never met him before. I'm sitting there and he goes, bro, do you get on the stage right now or I'll never book you again? And I went, so lads. And
I grabbed the mic, I was like, I fucking booked them.
And then don't book me, whatever.
And then, but it was sad after that. Well, next day we had the Consular Comedy Club in ours. Like we always have like comedians or whatever Tuesday. Take turns cooking a big feast. Reuben's turn, he had like a sick curry, but they were sound there. He'd give them food, and they were all fucking bestie mates.
Give me food, yeah. He went. What did he say? He went, like we're okay after yesterday was sound, but we are going to treat you like the Rook. I was like, oh, fuck off.
The rookie, yeah, for sure. We have a rookie every year, it's sick. And we had these Estonian comedians coming out, was there, like Ari Matti and that. As soon as he comes in, he takes his top off.
He looks like Ivan Drago's son.
Right,
shredded that tension the whole day. I'm like, you're going to give yourself a hernia, lad, by lunch.
He just, you know, someone walks in, he just emasculate you like that. Just some big Viking kid takes his top off, cuts to death, and he's like, how about next time don't live on a fucking mountain, okay? I was like, this fella could just take me and
like he didn't get laid the whole month, and he was like, we were roasting about it the whole time and all that. And he was like, my mate was there from Australia, this rapper Delby. He does comedy and then he does like freestyle rapping and all that. Right. And it got to a point where we were just like, just keep rapping, lad. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want the comedy. I want 2 songs off you. It's sick. He freestyles it. And we're there, and Delby's talking about this girl messaging him, and he just stands up out of nowhere, yells out the window. He's like, "You messaged the rapper, and not me."
He's going, "Your women are ugly, Edinburgh. I hate your town. No attractive women at all."
Shout out to any listeners in Edinburgh.
Do you reckon you could help us arrange a live pod up there?
In Edinburgh or Estonia?
Yeah, in Edinburgh.
No, Estonia.
Estonia, I'll get you there right now.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of empty warehouses you can use.
Look far too cold over there. That.
Oh, yeah, it was -10, yeah. It was like literally like, that's like pneumonia worry, you know what I mean? Yeah, it was crazy. And then like all the girls have all got the layers on, scarves and all that, so you don't know what's under there. You got to fucking roll the dice a little bit, you know what I mean? You're like, is she cold or is she chunky? I was taking them home and packing them like Russian babushka dolls. It's crazy. Yeah. Fucking, the amount of times I got long-haired men was out of control. Couple of deans.
So did you ended up in because of Edinburgh? Is that how you ended up in Estonia?
Yeah, I know the lads there like every year, and like it's weird to think that like comedy is only like 10 years old there in terms of like live in front of people. Obviously they got the Netflix, it's blown up now and all that, but in terms of doing that, and they're massive out there, like Ari and Xander are like, they're like household names. Like when I was there, we weren't even paying for lunch. We'd go to this burger place, they'd be like, oh, it's you're free, free drinks in the club, taking photos with people and all that. Like it was sick. And they started bringing English people over, and it's like, I mean, I was the prototype, you know what I mean, because I don't really care, like I wasn't really ready, like the money was there and all that, but the shows were like, it's all in Estonian, then they're like, oh, we're switching to English for your headliner, and then I come on and do fucking 20 minutes.
Can you imagine?
Like English?
Like a group of Estonians.
This is English, you know.
When he came on stage, they were like, what is this, man?
Yeah. In the first show, there was a theatre show, 350 people, wasn't meant to be on. It was there, like, Comedy Estonia tour, and they were like, just go on, it'd be funny doing 5. And like, I've never had this before. I was speaking to this guy in the front row, I'm like, oh, what's happening, lad? What do you do or something? You're just there, like, no. I'm like, I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, you just said no.
And then I went to the next one, he's like, no. And I'm like, it's bloody caught on now.
But what were you going to do? Were you going to go like, where are you from, love? And she's like, Novogrozia, like some mad town.
Oh, no, I ended up doing like the next person was sound and all that. And then the mayor was there. So I ended up crowd working the mayor a bit. The mayor of Paida was there, yeah.
That's hilarious.
And like, yeah, it was just, it was nuts. Like, and then, but I just, you know, normally you watch the show, like, especially me with like, I want to know what's going on and see if people have been crowd work. But I'm there watching, like, I'm like,
it's all Estonian.
Yeah. And they said my name, and I was like, one time I went out too early because they were just talking about me. So I'm there like halfway through, and they're like, no. And I'm like, all right, then I'm gonna walk back.
They'll moonwalk.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny, man.
But it was sick though, and then all the shows, some of the shows were like in English. You know what I mean? They were hosted in English. And
so is that the maddest place you've done comedy, Estonia? Or
I mean, I've done Poland, but Poland was probably about the same vibe or whatever. Estonia was good. Like you promo, and then at the end you do your show. I had like 2 openers do it in English, so it was sick. Like that's the plan, you promo, and then at the end, like people come to your main show and that. So I still made money back from my flights and like spends and all that. And he looked after me. I stayed with him, and he got Airbnbs for us, all that sort of shit.
Oh, sick. That's cool.
Yeah, it was sick. Like I'm gonna go back for sure. Well, I'm gonna go back in the summer though. Yeah, for sure. July, like definitely. That's what I'm saying. Get the mankini out and all that. Like.
Fucking walking around in the Lakers jersey like fucking -10.
Oh, like I was just robbing all their merch from the. I was like, I need a hoodie and I'll take a scarf. I'll fucking have all this. Yeah, it was freezing. I'm taking a ski jacket next time for sure. Yeah.
In the summer.
It was in the winter or whatever. That's it. I mean, Australia. I'm so excited. I'm leaving there in 3 days because I'm gonna miss you guys, obviously. But
you look like you have a sick time when you go to Australia.
Oh yeah, it's paradise. Isn't it? I mean, thank God I've got no kids there again. If I do, that might ruin it a bit. But I'll just cancel that city off the tour. You know what I mean? That's easy.
Australia's a big place anyway.
Exactly. That's it.
Just a little tiny kid with fucking curly hair, like jersey on.
As opposed to what? A giant child.
I thought it was funny, a tiny you, Kyle. I thought it'd be a funny premise.
Yeah.
You
don't even need a DNA test on it either. You just go, that's definitely mine.
100%.
Yours for sure.
He's like, Daddy. I'm like, well, everybody calls me Daddy. So what are we doing here? Is it a child or someone I fucked?
It could be.
That's what I like now, Amy. I can't come unless they call me Daddy. It's weird as fuck.
Funny you said that. You know, Wednesday, the new show on Netflix. I'm burying this into the ground. Kyle was like, "Oh, she's fit as fuck that way," and I was like, "Lad, she plays like a 50." He's like, "Yeah, but she's 20. The actor's 20."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, but she plays a 15-year-old, and he wants to shag Wednesday Addams."
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's got like maybe a Colombian name or something. Yeah, something I can't remember. Regan or something like that.
Researched it heavily.
And then so that's my new like black hair with tattoos and all that. Got that girl in Manchester and all that, and didn't I? She got the same face as you, remember? The photo, yeah.
Oh yeah, you said
it's a bit weird, yeah.
Said looks like Claudia Winkler.
It's just a sloth face.
Call her daddy.
So, well, just like, you know what I mean? Because like that.
You've been going on about my nose so heavily over the past few weeks. I don't know where it's
I've got a big forehead. You got a fucking. You need 2 hankies to sneeze.
So
get over it.
One of my mates in school went, "Lad, you've defo got a rain in you know." And I was like, "What are you on about?" And he was like, "You've got a fucking proper Arab nose." I was like, "Okay."
You got a bit of Rich Charlton in you.
Yeah, defo. If you would have been in like Poland, you know what I mean, 1940s, they would have been like so curious about you.
Yeah.
Oh, we are.
Hello.
There's
Got the
a
top
A little bit of sex appeal.
What's on
Who's
there?
got a picture out? Is it Sauron or some?
Oh yeah, Ian McKellen.
Yeah, Christopher Lee.
Oh, Christopher Lee. Sorry.
Do you
Yeah.
look like a bit like
There's a
Christopher
picture
Lee?
of him when he's young,
It's
and I'm like,
Dean.
it is
Like,
my.
I need to show.
Let's see this, yeah.
What is it, Christopher?
The one who plays
Christopher Lee,
Sauron, the old guy. Well,
So I
haven't
know
seen
what
him when
I'm
he's
going to look like when I'm old now.
I never
I look
watched.
exactly like Christopher Lee now.
That's sick.
I watched the video
That's
about
good
that
to know,
Christopher
actually.
Lee, and he's like lived the most crazy life in the world. He was in the army and shit like that. And when he was playing Sauron in Lord of the Rings, he gets stabbed. And they were like, and he apparently went over to Peter Jackson. He was like, "That's not how someone reacts when they get stabbed." And they were like, "What?" And he was like, "I've stabbed people in the back before. I know what."
Oh my God. What? What camera? Camera 1, camera 2?
I'll just put it in.
Oh yeah, that's even better, yeah. That's
mad, that,
crazy,
isn't
that
it?
is.
Insane.
That's insane, that.
So I'm going
Who's
to
the-
grow
who's
my
the
hair
people
out.
Some
And,
people say I look like.
Look like
have a
fucking
look.
Sauron when I'm older, mate.
Christopher Lee's not a bad shout though.
Yeah,
To
no,
be,
it's not
you'll look like
famous.
Christopher
It's
Lee.
alright,
when you're older,
yeah. It's better than fucking.
Who's that famous actor? They say I
Some
look
bird,
like
he's shagging.
this guy. No, there's an actual guy. He was in.
Surely it's
I'll
Sancho
have to-
Bob.
No. He's actually a good-looking guy. I think he's a French actor, maybe. I've got it a few times.
Oh,
He was in Ocean's 12. Have a look.
Ah, don't dare say you look like him, lad. The one off Lahane.
He's in, what's his name? Cast. There he is. I just saw him. Vincent Cassel. Apparently, people say I look like him.
Let's see.
Like John Cazale. After
Are
he
you
died of
missing?
AIDS.
You reckon?
Not even
No?
a little bit.
Not even reckon?
No.
That's not a great photo of him. Like, that's the problem. I'm
Is
like,
there
I
any with
look
an
better.
afro? Has he got an afro in it after? It might be a bit
No,
more
yeah, I don't know,
convincing.
just in the face or whatever. Because I'm sick of
Not
getting
at all,
fucking
he's
Jeremy Clarkson, you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to get a bit
that's
of Academy
well
Award
fitting.
winner in there.
Yeah, Jeremy Clarkson's
Some sexy
more
French
fitting.
fella. Who was
I know.
blagged you into thinking that you look like him?
That's what like
This is what
that's
they
what
say,
the
isn't it?
mass say, you know what I mean? So
That's what I heard, yeah.
I get a lot of like Vernon Kay after a house fire. Stuff like that.
that's what a nasty divorce. That's crazy. Benny Kay wouldn't get that tattoo.
How do you feel about this new super bug that's going to be fucking zombie?
What?
It's
another
gonna
one.
be
I
might
heard
have
about
it
this.
zombies.
I'm still processing Pele.
I'll tell you about it now. South Korea has revealed the first case of an infection with a brain-eating amoeba,
Oh,
which
no.
enters the body through the nose, migrates to the brain, infects it, turning the person into a zombie. The death rate is over 97%.
What?
Happy New Year!
Where have you got your news from? And why does everyone not know about
Twitter.
it?
I know.
'Cause it's only just come- it's
isn't
only
that
just
just
coming
fucking
out.
Florida man?
It's only just about.
Really?
It's only just like being reported.
But then zombies in terms of, are you eating humans or are you just walking around like...
if it turns you into like a flesh-eating
Oh, so you do have the appetite for
When they
flesh.
say zombie, I'm assuming it
Jeffrey
means
Dahmer
you want to
zombie.
eat.
I'm
brains or
just
something.
assuming it's Jeffrey Dahmer sex zombie type of thing, where they're just dead.
I don't know the exact
But
zombie it's
alive?
turning you into.
That's what I was thinking. A zombie
Vegetable.
can still be like a
Doesn't
I don't
sound
think-
good, does
chilling,
it?
yeah.
Is that
Oh.
was he trying to like pour bleach in people's heads, Dharma?
Acid.
drilled holes in
yeah,
the heads
drilled
and that,
holes in
didn't
the
they?
bread.
Got to try, haven't you? Got to experiment.
Oh.
Especially when there was no Google back then.
Yeah, he just had to be like,
Just
what
had to
can
go,
I
let's
put
see
in
what
this
tries.
kid's head
Yeah.
so I can still keep him alive enough so I can abuse him.
Yeah.
But not kill him.
He's already done a line off his dick.
He was a pioneer.
He's trying to-
If anything, yeah.
Can I introduce you to Jeffrey?
He was doing science work. Like, that's all I know.
Anatomy,
That's crazy. That I
Anatomy.
turned it off after the first episode. Mate.
great photographer.
Yeah.
There was angles. You see where people are like fucking bent over like fucking weight bars and all that. He's
Oh
like,
yeah. What the fuck?
Oh my god, tell me that. There was the kid that got out.
oh, and they brought him back.
Yeah,
That one, yeah,
the
that's every
police
that scene.
stopped him, and a woman was like, "I don't think this kid's all right," and the police officer was like, "Oh, he's fine."
Yeah,
What
no,
do you know, woman?
Yeah.
What it
That's
was
that
is
happened.
because Jeffrey Dahmer was like, "Who's my boyfriend?" And because it's like the 70s.
The guy was
or-
like
Wasn't he
drunk. or-
14
Oh, yeah,
or
so
something
like-
like that though?
but because,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
because they're gay, they're like, people just go, well, I don't want to fucking
Don't wanna
deal with
touch
that.
us.
You know what I mean? I don't want to
Yeah,
deal
yeah.
with that. So they're like,
Yeah.
just take your fucking black boyfriends in there. And he's
Stay
just
off the
like,
streets.
okay.
Yeah.
What the
Because he
I've
was
never
like
seen it,
drugged or whatever. They thought he was bladdered. And he's like,
Yeah,
oh, he just
yeah.
had too much to drink.
Yeah,
Get him
yeah.
inside. And the police
Yeah,
was
never
like,
mind that
okay.
hole in his head.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mad.
That's like that movie we were talking about it the other day. On our many long chats that we have when we
Just
go
on the
for
phone.
romantic walks.
So just like that with the cord.
I just fall asleep with them talking to me now. That's what I need. That's what I'm staying with me in Edinburgh for 4 days. The one where it's the guy, it's the same director as Uncut Gems.
Oh, Safdie
Addison's
Brothers.
in it. Yeah, what's that one called? The one with
Good time.
Good Time. Have you seen
it's
that yet?
amazing.
No. They break into this like theme park there and they beat the shit out of the security guard, knock him out, and then when he's knocked out, they pour like an acid in his
like
mouth.
A bottle. It's like a
So he
Sprite
wakes up and
bottle
he's
full
just
of
freaking
acid.
out. Imagine that.
But yeah,
Oh,
fucking
LSD
nuts.
acid.
Yeah. So the police come in and like they're like, oh, this fella's fucking unconscious, and he wakes up in like the craziest acid trip
Yeah.
in the world,
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, he's off his head. Thinking, but like, did he think?
But he was the security guard. He just take his outfit.
It
and
added to
like,
it.
Oh,
Really good time.
Good
It's
time.
crazy, yeah.
Like, how short is our attention span that you've just told us? What, 97% that we're all going to die?
If you
No, we're
catch
just
it,
not asked at
We're
all.
just like, yeah, but what
it's in
about the
Korea.
smell?
It's in Korea for now. Don't worry about it. It's miles
I don't
away.
even believe it though.
ages.
Do you know what I mean?
What do you reckon you'd have to wear? 'Cause
Flu.
you, like now we wear masks for COVID. What would you have to wear
like
for?
full
Hazmat.
gas
Just
mask?
walking around in
reckon?
hazmat, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
People selling
Something that
hazmats in
turns
little
you into a
kiosks.
zombie.
That's true.
God.
Maybe like a mask, but it's like what bad dogs wear. It's a muzzle. Everybody's wearing muzzles
A vein
in South
mask,
Korea.
Or just pull everyone's teeth out. No one can eat each other.
I don't know if that's the problem though, is it? I don't think we're going to eat each other. I think we're all just going to die.
I don't know what the term when they say zombie is.
I
I don't know
think
what exact
I'm
zombie
more
they're on
bothered
about, to be
about
honest.
the brain-eating enzyme or whatever.
Amoeba. yeah.
Amoeba.
I'm ready for it, you know.
That's right.
Sorry,
Yeah.
brain
Click me
eating.
out.
I mean, good luck. Good luck picking up.
Yeah.
Walking everywhere nose first.
Like that on EasyJet looking for places to walk in South Korea.
Good luck picking all 6'1" of me up with chopsticks. Good luck. I ain't going down easy. I'll tell you that.
Do you think that's what they use? Korean zombies?
I mean, because there's still a bit of them in there.
Korean
It's not
zombies
like
fighting in it.
yeah. Oh, he is. Yeah.
He's had it for
Yeah.
years. They just push him into the octagon.
Yeah.
Fellas like that. Just gets fucking absolute trolleys every
Fill him
time.
with gum shield. You can't nibble anybody.
Mad. So then
Do you reckon they're talking about the same thing in there that we are?
maybe they were talking about pink before, so I don't know. They might have got onto it somehow. Well, an exciting. What? Guys, give some America stories then.
Oh, baby. All right, give me a city.
Where did you go?
Oh, yeah, that's
Seattle.
vague.
I know, yeah.
Boston, New York, LA.
Wisconsin,
San Diego.
Massachusetts.
Boston.
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 Boston was well, this is a bit of a humble brag, but I had almost had the perfect week for 4 different women in a row. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Right.
Took the weekend off.
Yeah, you're not weekend ready, are you, for America?
I'm a midweek fuck for sure, yeah.
Not going to look in on Friday, Saturday. Like,
He was
Nah,
just,
nah.
Do you remember the pictures he was sending us though when it was girls? You're like, he was putting Liverpool something on these girls, or like Lena Dunham's little sister. She was the spit of Lena Dunham's little sister.
She's a legend there though. She'd have to stay with her when I get back. Well, her dad was a Man U fan, so I was like, oh, this would be funny.
Oh, shit, nice.
And stuff like that, you know what I mean?
You send it to her dad?
Yeah, not only are you a Liverpool fan now, you're not a virgin anymore.
I've clearly just had sex with your daughter. All she's wearing is a Liverpool shirt. It's my heart, that lad. When you're sitting there, like, just sitting there at work or something like that, you're like that, your daughter, clear post-fuck in a Liverpool shirt. Post-fuck? No bottoms on or nothing like that. He's like, nice one, cheers, love.
No, I didn't get the...
What did she say when you went, put this top on and then just went, there you go. See you later.
I can't even remember.
4.
No, I stuck around for like brunch or whatever.
Yeah, but she has a hole in her head, no bleep bulging, so she didn't have a choice. Didn't have much of a choice, the poor girl.
Oh, no, boy.
So is that the only thing that happened in Boston then?
How do you pull? What, have you got a move? Have you got a signature move or...?
I've took a lot of lines from movies and stuff like that, obviously.
Right.
So
do you make them your own, or
if they haven't seen Crazy Stupid Love, it's fucking easy, I'll tell you. Always say you're the perfect mix of sexy and cute.
Do you ask them in like a little pre-convo if they've ever seen that film?
No. Oh, that's good, actually, yeah.
So what films you into?
No,
have you ever seen?
I
watched this on the plane, and if they go, oh, I've never seen that, you go, oh yeah, sound, and then like 10 minutes later you start
reading the whole script,
dropping the bombs from it. Yeah.
Woman enters the scene.
So go on, pretend you're like picking up DNA.
I'll be at the bar.
I don't really like Jewish women, but sure. No, to be honest, I get most of my shows from I get most of my women from shows, you know what I mean? I don't do the apps and not like that, so it's like, and this is a bit creepy, I guess, whatever, but it's not like we haven't met before, so I'll crowd work the ones that I want to speak to after the show, maybe, you know what I mean? Like, obviously I'll crowd work people that look like me, like, and all that stuff, and maybe a fat guy or whatever, that'd be funny. And then, but if it's women,
maybe a fat guy, that'd be funny.
I mean, you know what I mean? And then I'll say, like, if they're there, I'll figure out, like, maybe like, are you guys a couple or something like that, or whatever, or are you guys single? And then I'm like, plant the seed. Then afterwards, they'll normally come to me or something. And I've got the stickers as well, so that's like another aspect to chat to them as they're leaving. You know what I mean?
Do you have stickers for single ones and stickers for not single?
One sends you to your person.
I just kind of miss it, like, you know what I mean? I just like,
yeah, enough for you.
Oh, yeah, you go. I'm sorry, where are they? Oh, here you go. Yeah. And then if they, I don't know, it's kind of message them and stuff like that. But then just get chatting and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, if you do well on stage, like when Dean does well on stage, like, you probably want to fucking jump his bones right after, don't you, or something like that? Or maybe back in the day you did, not now, I guess, because you see it all the time. But I like. Women do like a funny guy, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, I'm exotic as well out there, so it's like, I mean, out there, you know what I mean? Like, they don't know.
You're exotic here.
There you go, exactly.
I think most of the conversation must just be them going, so what is this? What is I
just trick them in. Just confused at that point. Speak to them like that. Always get them a bevy and all that. I'm a gentleman and stuff like that.
Like it, yeah.
Like this girl, she actually ran the club though. So she was on stage and she was doing all some stuff about having a girlfriend and all that. So I thought she was just like a lesbian or whatever. So I was like, oh, Sam, whatever. She's like, power down. And false alarm, move on to the thing.
Abort.
But she was sound. And then afterwards, it felt like she was like, we were just talking and she was like, oh, like, I actually with a bio and that, and I was like, oh, sick.
Power on.
Yeah. And then I don't even know how it happened.
Just two fellas in Kyle's brain just looking at each other and go, turn the key together.
High five. And then I don't even know. I just ended up waking up in a bed and all that sort of shit like that. So it just happens sometimes. And then the same in New York as well. I stepped with one of the promoters there, and I got more gigs off that. I was like, he didn't fucking book me for my stand-up.
There we
go. In the bedroom.
Now we get to it. He's fucking his way to the top.
That's it.
It's not here, no, it's
you know what I mean? I still speak to them all and all that. Like, and I'm going to stay with her again next year probably and stuff like that. So
Kyle.
And then the other ones were just like random ones. This girl was like, she's an ex-stripper from Vegas. She moved to Boston. She just got there, but it was like a come good story. She was doing a master's there, so she was a smart stripper or whatever. Like the stripper actually paid for her school.
So the stripper was literally just using it to get into college.
Exactly.
And that.
So I was like, well, this is sick. You know what I mean? Like, that's baller, that is.
Would you suck dick for a Netflix special?
What?
Would you suck dick for a Netflix special?
What dick she got back there?
I was going to say, yeah.
No, because they'd be like, your heart's not even in this, you're not getting one.
You must not get bums everywhere for an Netflix special. Bums senseless.
And then everybody would just know that, like,
DP'd and everything. So, baby, I'm on the home screen.
Like, it's in the bio. Like, oh, this is comedian. He got bummed.
Was
here.
bummed. Sorry, I was interrupting.
There you go. If any Netflix producers are still watching, you rats.
Would you?
Had Netflix
Would
on
you
our
do that?
cases
I'm game.
For what?
for an episode that we done. We had
That's
someone
sick.
who's putting on a Netflix series.
Oh, yeah, and you had
then they
spoilers.
watched it. No, not spoilers, just the
They're
shit
just
we were
talking
talking about. It was
like
just
getting
like,
Gary's from Birkenhead bus stop and that, so they was like, you can't do that. You can't talk about that.
so if you're
You
still
can't
watching
like that.
Netflix, Tom will have a special if your bum is head in.
Yeah, exactly.
Any, you know,
Would you do that?
I wouldn't.
You
Well, would you now, yeah?
If
Well,
it was
see you later
allowed.
then. It's me in the corner going, I want to be on Netflix. And it's just like,
You can open for Amy.
yeah. I'll do crowd warm up.
So it like do wonders for our careers.
It would do not wonders for our relationship though.
I'm just, yeah.
Put it together.
Yeah, but you got to make sacrifices. Mariah Carey,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? She didn't get there by through her fucking talent.
Did she not?
Many girls
She's
who
a
can
good
sing.
singer.
She's good.
I thought
She's
she was
okay.
a great singer.
I mean, she's got
She
pipes. but
communicated with a dolphin with her
She's got them
singing.
whistle
That's how
tones.
I
high.
think you're the opposite. Everybody's trying to use hair, like
it's
Nick
why-
Cannon.
it's-
Everybody was trying to use
No,
hair. I
it's
feel like.
widely known that Mariah Carey fucked away
Yeah.
to being famous.
Yeah, but I mean Gwyneth
Widely
Paltrow
known.
as well. But I mean,
I
we're
saw
saying,
the whole
saying
thing
she's not a great actress.
What I'm saying, I saw a 15-second reel.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
it is.
Widely known.
It's widely known between the hours of 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. when you're buried in bed.
Rita Ora as well, another one.
Yeah.
I just guess.
Oh, I
Did you get your
saw.
information?
Who's Rita Ora with? Isn't she with someone like famous?
I thought she was. She's with the one from who done Taka Waititi.
Oh,
Or
shit.
whatever.
Oh, really?
yeah, take
He's the
Waititi,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's with it. I'm sure she's in like an open relationship as well.
Yeah, these are, yeah.
I think I
That's
saw.
what
Yeah,
I
at the
thought.
Grammys.
But she was with him.
I met her in New York years ago, actually. She was
Take
doing
Waititi,
some
no.
music video there, and I had my passport, and I was just waving it, being like, "What's up, love?" And then she came over and was like, "Hello," and all
Oh,
that.
really, yeah?
Yeah, this
Rita
was
Ora?
like years ago. Yeah.
She was like, "Can you do it?"
It was a
Yeah.
Friday or a
Yeah.
Saturday, so we couldn't shag her. So it was.
I was just waving the passport
Why
because I was
can't
like,
it be
I'm English, you know what I mean? We got
Wednesday?
that connection. She's English, and she, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Rita Ora just
Yeah.
saw your passport and went, I've got to come over and converse with this fella,
Yeah.
What were you
even though I'm
saying
in America and everyone speaks English.
That's what
anyway.
I was waving me Australian ID to the what's his name?
Hugh Jackman.
Fibel. No, I met him as well in Australia.
Fuck
as well.
off, you
Yeah, just the movie premieres. They were just there on the thing. They just come up to you. You're like, what up?
Why were you at
Um,
movie premieres?
I was just walking past.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
He's
that was
like
it. I was on the way to
Forrest Gump.
basketball or something like that.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's John C. Reilly, Step Brothers.
The same with him. I saw Johnny Knoxville as well, and I happened to be skateboarding at the time. I was still skateboarding then, and I had that, and I just waved it up. I was like, "Yo, what's up, lad?" And they just came over.
Yeah.
You gotta have a
Came
little.
over? I
something.
don't believe you.
He did- I
know.
mean, it's again. It was in the what was it? The event cinema. It's just like a walkway. He went up to everybody.
Yeah, but
But I mean, it was like I just came and like
I
pushed the
imagine
line
in
and
my
was like-
head the way you're describing it, it's like they've just thought this kid looks too interesting for me to not go
Yeah,
over
yeah.
and fucking.
Well, there's the Hulk. He skates. I'm skating. Boom. There you go.
I'm
And that's
sure-
why I done it to Fibel. I was showing my ID there. I was like heckling the bench at the basketball game. And like the security guards came up to me and was like, "You gotta fucking chill."
That video
down, lad,
you
yeah.
so funny, you going over.
That was the one
and
I'm
them
talking
going,
about,
Hey,
yeah.
and you go, oh, sorry.
I was like, "You fucking suck hard, but where's the best strip club?" Because he loves strip clubs and that.
You gotta be cheeky with shit like that, haven't you? No.
Went to the best strip club in New York, Sapphire 69, where Cardi B used to work.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
really,
Do you get drugged
Sick.
and robbed as well?
No, free entry there because my mate was going out with one of the strippers. I was hanging out with like
what
this.
did you think to see the difference was in like that premier strip club to just a normal run of the mill?
Well, mate, I felt like I was reading Braille. In these American ones, you can do whatever you want. Like they're like grabbing your hand, putting it on their ass and
Oh,
tits
really,
and all
yeah.
that. Like normally you gotta sit here, you gotta sit on your hands and all that sort of shit like that. Or so they say. And, and then I got terrible balls, you love. What are you gonna do? And so that was sick. Like just like
Was it more
touching
expensive?
them and all that.
So that was sick.
It
touching
was.
them and all
I was
that.
well because I got confused. So I threw 220s on stage instead of ones, and then I was like, I can't grab it.
Meant to get it.
Standing on your
I can't grab
toe,
it, man.
on your fingers.
It was with it. You mean my boy Carter Morgan, the sexy black lad who's on crutches in Edinburgh?
No.
Oh, okay. I was with him.
Have you
Anyway.
seen? I love the fucking.
Is he
American-
always on crutches, or was he just?
He was just on it
crutches?
for the thing.
You
Yeah.
know the American strip clubs, and it's like they literally have like wads, and they will just pelt it in a girl's face, but like paper cuts and shit. You're like, whoa.
The guy behind me was like, I thought he had one of those guns going. It was just boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, like for ages, like all over the floor, like and
Just
all that. It was
ones?
crazy. Oh, I think it was ones, but he was just like, he just had this stripper there. And it was like, she must have been with him for ages because she wasn't even dancing anymore. She just sat there bored, like and all that.
He's
But
just
she was
pelting
like,
ones
oh.
on her face, just
Exactly.
scrunching up fucking money and just going, you
Crazy.
fucking little son. She's just...
He's there making paper airplanes. Like, it's crazy. But it was sick, though. It is. They put on an absolute show there. It's not like... You know what I mean? It's like a proper choreographed routine and all that. You know what I mean? Like, there was 2 of them and that. I think one of them had me on Instagram because I was handing out some stickers as well.
Of course she was.
Obviously.
Carl's like that with his stickers.
I thought you said Snickers.
Oh, no.
Get the energy back up.
It was nuts, though, yeah.
So how close did you get to LeBron?
It was
Well,
like, let's say I'm embarrassed because I was so close. I had all these ideas, had the Liverpool shirts and the sign and all that. And you've seen the video, and when he walked past me, he was like,
I heard your voice break.
Probably
Video,
what?
like, I heard your voice break.
Oh yeah, it was like, it was about where that wall is, like where those cameras are, but like a bit lower, when because he was walking through. I'm on the tunnel, so I'm on bird's eye.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just hyperventilated. I just lost it. I was just like, it's the king.
He's there.
It's the king. My mate was like, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah,
but like,
is that the first time you've seen him in real life?
I mean, the first game I'd seen him up like there. You know what I mean?
Right,
so
okay.
this was like. We was like
He's there.
licking distance, you know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't look me in the eye, probably nervous or whatever I feel like, you know what I mean? Like,
because he probably knows,
first half.
fucking hell, there's that lad who's been trying to make me for years. He's finally made it. Fuck, don't let him down here.
Yeah. He's like, I've got off the summer shares at Liverpool FC, this is going to be a nightmare, this.
I've seen them, I know there's LeBron Air Maxes that are coming out, the Liverpool ones.
Yeah, they're sick, them, yeah. They're fire,
class.
them, yeah. The little green and red ones,
Look nice.
Did you see that story? You had it on your Instagram story. Proper made me laugh. The one about Ibrahimovic and LeBron James.
Oh, that's so funny.
You seen
that,
this?
Yeah.
So fucking Ibrahimovic moves to LA
him,
Galaxy. Andrew Schultz was talking about it.
Right.
Ibrahimovic goes to LA Galaxy and like gets a big. Just buys a page in the LA Times to say like, I'm here, you're welcome or whatever.
Yeah.
LeBron James sends him a jersey and he signs it and sends it back to LeBron James.
That's so
That's the best.
I know, that's
That's the
crazy.
best.
That's so good, that.
And his nickname is well, I guess it's a self-playing, but it's God, innit? That's his nickname.
Ibrahimovic?
Yeah. Like in America, that's what they were saying. You know, like LeBron's the
right.
king, he was God. That's what they were saying, yeah.
Yeah, he's the man Ibra.
He's mad, him, isn't he?
Kick
And he
it out
fucking
of.
won. He won a Europa on one knee, didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, for
He done
United?
ACL, didn't he? No, recently.
Oh, I don't know.
Like last year with AC Milan.
What did he stop playing?
Yeah, exactly.
No, yeah. Turns into a proper sports podcast.
Well, I put questions out before because I done it quite late. Jane's the only one that's hit us up, I think, because she said
Yo, G.
about you
Legend,
to...
Jane, show your face. Come down to his show. Come down
I would
to
like to
Monday
see.
night.
Yeah,
I'd love to see Jane.
Yeah, no.
She said, please ask Kyle and Tom if they're going to start a podcast together. That'd be, you could do a little sports pod.
You want to take this? No.
He'd already said no.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No way.
I'm not even doing my own. I don't want to fucking start on the one.
Do you still doing yours?
Something. I mean, the last one I done was in Estonia or whatever. Yeah.
Oh yeah, cheers.
But yeah, nah, I haven't
So all
done it
over
in
the
ages.
place,
That's
aren't
what I'm saying. I'd love to have a little studio like this or whatever. Me and Carl Porter were talking one, like a Liverpool football one or something like that.
Right, okay.
But then it's like, you know what I mean?
It's a bit hard being a niche as well.
That's it.
So,
Yeah.
just going, oh, this is a Liverpool Football Club podcast.
Yeah.
Kind of puts loads of people off.
Oh yeah,
People,
exactly.
like people who aren't Liverpool fans instantly off. People who aren't really into footy might not start listening to it. Do you know what I mean? So it's hard to like, because there is a few already as well, isn't there?
Exactly.
Like,
I mean,
footy
with this pod,
podcasts
you've
and
lost everybody that believes in the metric system. You know what I mean? In the metric system,
What do you mean?
like if they drive their car in kilometers,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You're fucked.
What? What are you talking about?
This is miles, isn't it?
Oh, that's nice.
This is mild.
Oh, it's mild. Every time I forget the name of this podcast.
How
Oh,
dare you.
damn it.
See, that's why I'm not doing a podcast with him, James, because he's fucking clueless.
It's mild. Oh, it's mild high, innit?
Yeah.
Like mild high is the name of the when you get
Mile high is when you
when
get
you're
shagged in
fucking.
the plane.
Oh, okay.
You're fucked.
Mild
That's
high
oh,
is
well
just
then.
a...
Doesn't matter then. It's great. You want to be famous. It's a sick name.
I know, thank you.
Everybody's listening.
And you want to see Kyle's production value. Honestly, I love the way you do it. To be fair, like wherever you are, you'll just.
Oh,
You know
this
what I mean?
was the
You're
last one. It was leaning against the mug. It kept falling down. Halfway through the show.
That's the production
It just
value.
kind of like, oh, a bit of a lampshade. Our next guest. And we're like trying to stay with it like this.
it's all
Yo, hey, tune in next week. Like and subscribe. Oh fuck.
No, Jane, I need like people like these who like can do the work, and I just sit there.
You just turn up and go, I'm on this one again.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. Nice. What was that? Kay busy today or?
Yeah. She fills in. She went, lads, I'm echter. You're gonna have to jump in my seat for me.
It was my seat first.
It's everyone's.
Damn
thing,
you,
that's
Kay.
it.
I know, exactly. I'll have to do it one time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tried to get you on, and you were like, no, public only. You were like, I'm not coming to them shed ones. Fuck that.
I did, yeah, because that's the Patreon, innit? I thought that was just your two things. It used to be, now you've opened it up.
We do it. We every now and then we do one with the indies.
Okay, yeah.
Get the famine and do them.
You did Sports Day though. That was on Patreon.
That was on the Patreon.
That was my birthday. That was one
Can't
of
wait
the
for
best
next
birthdays
year's
ever.
one of them.
That was sick.
That's a new annual tradition.
That was so, it's so good. I've still got. I had some of those. I've got some of those edibles.
Chris Shin coming back. He was a good guy.
Probably, yeah. Well, he had to have his trip cut short in Edinburgh, so he'd like to do that again. Probably, yeah. I'm going to his wedding on the.
That's going to be a bougie wedding.
Yeah, damn right. He's already like, I've got a bow tie and all that sort of shit. Yeah,
got a bow tie. Fuck off. That's the one you brought to the roast. You're just going to wear the same tuxedo you came to the roast in.
You know I am, yeah.
Do you remember that? Do you remember when you had to eat a candy thong off me?
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
That's always one up there.
Exactly.
That
was it. You know what I mean? I was actually trying to find your dick as well. That was the idea, like you know, nibble for a laugh.
It's on our Patreon if you want to see Kyle getting humiliated.
Yeah, that's true. It's still pinned up the top.
I know.
I love that every time I see it. I'm like, this is sick. You know what I mean? It's a claim to fame, that lad.
Trying to. I was I fucking wiped the floor.
Jason Manford later.
Jason Manford.
Yeah, you seen that?
Oh yeah. Is he still gigging at you? Fully retired. Well, book me for his fucking club, so fuck him.
I don't actually think it's him that books them though.
Oh, okay. Oh, I always write dear
Jason.
Jason Manford. The second, really?
Hey Jason.
It's not him. No. Oh, what the hell? I'm like, I saw you on QI last night. Good shit.
Hey Jason, big fan. That's hilarious.
That's wild, though.
Yeah, go and watch that on the Patreon if you haven't already. Kyle thought. To be fair, thought Kyle was going to have it. Just because the thing is,
just showmanship alone. The charisma should have carried me.
If we had to roast each other right now, he'd fucking wipe the floor with me.
Because he doesn't write. And
I just can't. You know what I mean?
You can't.
I had time to prepare. I had fucking visual aids.
Oh, you had fucking. I don't know.
Can we do a rematch?
A4 pieces of paper. We can do a rematch, yeah.
When you're back from Australia.
We can't use any of the other stuff. I mean, I don't even remember what I said. But.
Yeah, you said nothing.
I'll send you it so you can watch it back.
Do you know what was fucking mad though? Like what was crazy? So Kyle's cousin.
Tell him about Boxing Day. When you met with
Kyle's cousin was in the audience, and I've met.
Shout out to Thomas Fowler.
I've met Kyle's cousin loads of times. Proper sound kid. And then
speaking of
halfway through the roast,
we don't know about him.
Kyle goes, "Oh yeah, Thomas, what's that thing?" I'm thinking, what's going on here? And he just Kyle's cousin, who I've met loads of times, goes, "Oh yeah, he was with me sister." I was like, what? And I remember him. As soon as he said that, I remembered him from when I was a kid. When I was like 17 or something like that. And then the other day on Boxing Day, I'm sitting there, Thomas comes in. And then, like you know when you think you know someone, it was a Tsar. And I was went, and he would all go, do you remember him? Do you remember him? I'm like, fucking leave me alone here.
He got him in a little nuggie. No, but then he took him to it. I don't even know why you didn't remember this, because you were actually with it for a bit. You lost your virginity with it and all that.
I think so, yeah.
And you think so?
You know.
That's what we're talking about.
But he took
it
to an Everton game, and he was so bloody shy.
Yeah.
He didn't say a word. The whole
was a wee shy boy.
Yeah.
Sounds nice.
I know.
Oh, when are you back from Australia?
Last game of the season, probably.
What does that mean?
Last game of the Liverpool season.
What does that mean?
I mean, I'm not playing, but I just come just to watch it or whatever, like just to be back.
Can I have a date?
It's just good.
You tell me.
What is it? It's 25th of May, isn't it?
So you're on for that that long, is it? Yeah.
Yeah, that long, 5 months and that. Yeah.
Oh fucking hell.
Okay, well, rematch end of May.
I'm living in a caravan right now, so I'm in no rush to get back. You know what I mean? Like really.
I reckon
out there, it's paradise.
Yeah. Oh, you know what was fucking funny? Like when it was like freezing, you'd wake up and Kyle would send you a video of him like sploosh, like jumping into pools and that.
Oh yeah.
Sploosh. He's like, he's all like blues, fucking like that on your bus on the way to work.
Yeah.
Kyle's like on Bonsai Beach.
Yeah, I did get bad FOMO watching you.
Are you going to Oz?
No, I'm no.
Should we try and go?
He was going there, but he did.
Should we try and go next year?
No, that's it.
Not the year after, little mild high down under.
That's a bit ambitious, that.
Why?
Because we want to go to Ireland first, and we've not been there.
No, not the next year I'm on about. Because he's going on Monday. We can't go this year.
No, I know.
2024, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, okay.
Just put it out there to the universe.
Yeah.
We're still got to do Amsterdam in June as well, don't we?
Yeah, I don't
Maybe.
see. This is what I mean. I don't think that's happening either.
Well, we will.
I mean, we got plenty of
fucking-
time. What are you on about? No, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, we fucking just pay our own way. What are you on about?
Yeah.
Like you crowdfund it for you guys, and because you got the equipment and all that sort of stuff, and for
It was all right
a
on the
cameraman.
quiz for
But
you,
for us,
really.
we'll
Yeah,
pay.
that's
Obviously,
it.
we'll chip in for the accommodation, and we pay our flights. Fucking nothing anyway. You know what I mean?
Boss.
And then like,
We wanna
I don't know
do
if we can crowdfund for some prozzies or something. I don't know what would happen there, but
That's the Patreon money for prostitutes.
We do Edinburgh. We do Amsterdam. And we'll try and do Oz, but I just think Oz.
But if he's there till May, that means we've got till.
I've got a set there. I've got gigs for everybody. I've got venues we can do the show in.
You know how heavy all the equipment is, like all Cameron's equipment. So it'd cost a lot.
Just have to pay for the case.
But I mean, I've got equipment there as well. Like
Not
Laugh Mob's
using
got all
all
that
of
stuff.
We're not using
No, but I'm saying
a lot
this
of
is
bug
like
lads.
proper stuff that they use. I don't use it for my podcast. They use it for filming the stuff and all
We'll
that.
see where we're at and try and go Mild High Club down under, innit?
Yeah.
Fun,
That'd be sick.
That was sick, that, yeah.
Yeah.
Class.
We'll
So
Skype you in or something. Put a little tripod there on your desk. You'll feel like you're right there.
In K's luggage.
What'd you say?
Why'd you laugh? Why'd you laugh, Dad?
We gotta know the concept of how humour works. But I didn't get that one.
Yeah, those laughing and he's like, ha ha ha, yeah.
What did you say?
I said I was in K. Oh, fucking no way. It's
shouldn't have laughed.
The rib was gone.
Shouldn't have laughed.
Don't keep talking. He'll start crying.
I'm an easy crier, okay?
Easy crying.
I'm in touch.
I'm an
hungover
easy
as well,
crier.
I cried the other day. I won't mention who.
Just when you piss the bed.
Yeah, that was a summer moment as well. 26, I pissed
You
the
actually
bed.
kept it together in Edinburgh quite a bit then. for you, you actually done quite well.
Though? If my ma caught me as well was the worst part. Like pissing the bed at 26. Not mid-act, not like mid-piss.
Oh, yeah.
But she just called me changing the sheets. She was like, what's up with your sheet? And I just didn't even lie.
Do you often change the sheets?
Only when I pissed the bed.
Yeah, that's probably right. Because if you do it like quite regularly, she might not have even got onto it.
She knew it.
But she was like,
knew,
where's Tom changing the
She was
sheets?
like, hang on. You just gotta go, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've pissed with somebody in the bed with me when I was in America.
On them?
In 2010, it was a single bed in university. I was so fucking hammered, and I was banging this cheerleader, whatever. It was a deep
still
free
in
school.
school,
So she was bottom of the pyramid.
Give me an S. T. D.
And she woke up like screaming, like I'd pissed all over her and all that like
Screaming?
that. Well, like I mean, like in a kerfuffle or something like that. I'm like, fucking calm down, it's warm. And then she left.
I've
and
never
all
pissed
that.
the bed pre-child.
Have you not?
No, not even bladdered. Yeah, because as a kid, I imagine people wet the bed just because you're fucking a kid, innit?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know what age I stopped wetting the bed, but I'm not. Oh. Post-child, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah.
Even bladdered and all that, I've never.
That was the only. I've twice. That was the only. Yeah.
I'm definitely doing dry January.
Bet you don't.
Dry bed. Dry bed January. I've got to.
Dry nights.
I've got to do it for like my own health, man.
It's a safety issue with an electric blanket. That's going on.
I just don't feel. I can't remember the last time I felt normal.
Can we put a wager on
I'm
it?
just drinking all the time.
'Cause
Yeah,
I
I
don't think-
promise you I'm
Ooh.
doing it. Promises I'm doing it.
Get
Looking at it as soon
yourself
as you mentioned
some.
betting.
Honestly, get yourself some mushies because that proper sorts your head out.
I'll smoke weed all month, but I need to stop.
You
smoking.
won't be honest
No, but-
about it anyway. Even if it did fucking put better on, you'd lie or something, wouldn't you?
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I need to do it for myself though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you need
Yeah.
to do.
If you
For.
can't do it
Stay
for
to me.
yourself, who else can you do
Yeah.
it for?
Don't
innit?
do it for me, you hero.
Health as well.
I won't respect
I'm
you
doing
either
it so I
way.
can make it to next Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Go for another 3 days.
No,
bully
mushies
by your mates.
will sort your head out, Tom. Honestly, as long as you don't have too much.
It's not me head. Like my head's fine. I just love drinking. I just
No,
love
but
getting
it's,
drunk.
It's good for like addictions and stuff, though. It's,
I don't think I've got a problem. I don't think I'm not Hutchie level. I don't get like crazy
Alright.
blackout drunk, but when I drink, I go all the way. Do
We
you know what I
got
mean?
fucked up on fucking
we're not gonna problem.
on Boxing Day. We were sat next to. We were in the Jack and we got in this booth with
yeah.
these couples and I'm like, "Oh, you guys celebrating your anniversary?" Same here. Like icebreaker, have a laugh, and they didn't think that we were gay for a second.
No.
They were just like, "Yep, you guys are gay." So whatever. I was like, "Oh, really? This guy?"
Fucked, knocking drinks over and shit like that.
Oh,
bad,
you didn't even like that. You knocked him a full bevy over. You didn't even think you were like, "I'm not." You didn't buy them enough one, did you?
No, I never.
You knocked their whole bevy over,
was
all over them, all over that
Wait,
lady.
all
and
over-
it's all over that
I know-
girl and all over me. And you didn't get him.
You're
enough
making
one,
it.
did you?
You're exaggerating it, but
Yeah.
I was that cunt, like with blue roll. Sorry, everyone. Sorry, and then you look back.
It's like this Welsh couple. Where were the other people from?
I don't know, Kyle was fucking obliterating.
Oh,
us.
yeah.
I can't
Drinks
remember.
over and piss in the bed. You
I
can't
was stuck
remember
at
what
work.
it was.
Went home and just slashed in my bed.
What you mean obliterate? You left at like fucking 10.
I know, I was
out
fucked
till 5.
walking around talking about Fred Armas, and I was
That was
fucked.
so funny. That.
I was a little Christmas one. I had to bail it. I was dying, me.
Yeah, would you have COVID or something, or just regular?
Some flu.
That one that got.
It was all right, but
day
just
killer.
that day
Yeah.
was the worst of it, and I was
Yeah.
like, I just can't do it. And I was getting shit off Rob Thomas for saying it wasn't organised well, even though loads of people turned up at the right location at the right time. But so no,
it was like, you know what I mean? Like it was sick, man.
It was okay.
I mean, obviously, more people would have been better if you were there. It would have been sick, but like, I mean, you're sick. What are you? Like, can't be angry at that.
The World Cup just took over it a little bit.
That was
you know
the
what I
bad thing,
mean?
wasn't it? It was the final,
we sat
wasn't it?
down and we were like, just watch the match.
yeah.
No, but after that, yeah, but I mean, it was the fucking one of the best finals I've ever seen.
It was it, yeah.
I won my bet, you know what I mean? So it was shots galore and all that shit. It was sick. Like, we got fucked up, didn't we?
Did you have a nice Christmas? Did you get it nice?
I was normally. Did you go to the pub on Christmas Day?
No.
I didn't get to go this
Caravan
year
is
because I was
caravan
doing. I was
Christmas.
fucking. I was sous chefing. I was
Oh.
peeling because we had to cook for 15 people. It was 9 for us, and then we had to cook for my uncle's missus' family and that. So I was peeling everything and all doing all that sort of shit. And I was sick, like plating the tables, like behind chef, behind all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? We had a fucking both had our apron on and stuff like that, but we didn't have boxes, so it was like fucking risky business.
Did you get any prezzies?
At my age, you don't really get much. I got a new set
Any
of dominoes,
prozzies?
but that was about it.
What? A new
Dominoes. You know, I love Dominoes, don't I? Gentleman's game.
Oh shit, yeah. I thought you meant the pizza place.
No. Dominoes, I got a bit of money and stuff like that. We'll have to get some funny socks with an astronaut, Duncan. Which in gravity, that's tough. So
I got this. Boom, got me a Casio.
Ooh.
And then I forgot it when I was performing. I was like,
Yeah.
the one time, next time I'm on stage, I forgot me little Casio.
Casio.
It's a fucking Rolex. Leave me alone. This is uncut gem shit. All right.
Casio's are sick.
got your standard packet of fucking leg set, obviously,
nice.
or whatever.
What one?
Nivea for men. No, I got Nivea, I think it was.
Ooh.
Sponsored by Liverpool.
That was it, really, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nothing crazy.
Speaking of me crying, I cried again the other day.
Okay.
I can't name the comedians. I'll tell you after it. But I got my head down on this comedian's couch, and I woke
You
up
told me this,
to
yeah.
two of them nearly having like a proper fucking fist fight.
Oh, no, it is.
Like one of them crying and shit like that, and I was like, so I started to fucking well up, and I was.
Are they male?
It was.
Oh no, yeah, two lads.
Chris Rock and Will Smith, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
I'll just cut it out.
Oh yeah, okay.
No, it's
Yeah, it was them, and I woke up and they were like, fuck. But I think I
Wait, you
welled
said
up.
comedians?
Yeah. I think I welled up more because I was like, what the fuck am I doing here with yous? Do you know what I mean? It was like a sobering moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were they probably going like
It was
Barney,
crazy,
was
man.
it?
Yeah.
Who
It was
won?
nuts. No one won. I feel a bearded man would have won.
Right, okay.
Oh, for sure. I was going to say he's got youth on his side, but I don't know about that. He's aged horribly.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a
hopefully.
mad little beef, wasn't it? Like, I don't know.
I love little drama and little goss.
Yeah.
I'm a bitch.
Oh, you live for us, don't you? Yeah.
Callum's good for goss. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
And we've done Dungeons and Dragons the other day.
Oh, that was
He went on a quest just to find out gossip, and it wasn't even necessary
Yeah,
for the,
he was
the
listening
theme
to like a confession booth.
because he just
and
loves
it was-
gossip so much, and it was just like
With his little ball cap
didn't
on.
even need to do that.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see that.
yeah.
Was James Allen just
It was all class. It was
character
boss-
as soon as he
boss
walked through the door? As soon as he got on that bus.
Yeah.
he
My
was a
name is El
character.
Gore. All that, yeah, it's his name plans out.
You will address me as the Destroyer.
We all had,
Did he have an outfit?
no, but
No.
we all had elf names. Like
Yeah.
I was Rumspringer.
Rumspringer?
Yeah,
Oh, the Amish tradition.
yeah.
I was Samuel L. Jackson.
Nice. Nice.
I was trying to just drop in little Samuel L.
That's
Jackson
lovely.
quotes into stuff.
Get these snakes off these.
Yeah, that's the first one I went to, yeah.
Well, I was like, I asked about someone, and then I was like, oh, does he look like a bitch? Those little ones.
Say dragon again. I tell you what, double dare you motherfucker. Say dragon one more goddamn time. Does he look like a warlock? Then why are you trying to fuck him like a warlock? Sorry, I'll go all day. Oh, stop.
What do they call a double cheeseburger in the Enchanted Forest?
Tell him, elf.
And what was it? I'm trying to think of elf puns
I
now.
don't think anymore.
No.
Mental health.
Yeah,
Mental
we did,
health.
we did
Mental
loads of- There's loads on there, but yeah, we want to do it again because it was boss. It was really good. Do you know, for people who've got like active imagination,
Yeah.
it's so good.
Who was?
Like,
Were you the dungeon master?
No,
No,
we
we
had
had
a
one.
proper
Oh,
dungeon
sick.
master.
Nice.
That's
Oh,
why
was
it was so
James?
good.
No.
No.
Oh, okay, that's sick.
like
We were
someone
all
who
elves trying to
runs-
save
yeah,
Christmas.
someone who actually does them.
How did he
Class.
smell?
Right, yeah.
Really?
Shout out Colin.
How does he smell?
I don't know, you'd think what's it or something like that. Or what's it and cum or something. Too much cheese. I done Dungeons and Dragons once with my mates. They would do it every week in Sydney. Look at me, I'm everywhere, aren't I?
Man.
I don't know many. Yeah, I mean, you know what, gosh, the big stories, they're all shit. Me and my cousin trying to fucking drink out of the hose tap because we're locked outside. And they'd done it every week. I'd always come back from basketball. I'd never play, but they'd have an esky, so I'd drink the bevies and I'd fucking roast them and shit like that. I was like, I'm not fucking playing, you nerds. And
you're going to play with us, though, when you're
yeah, I'll do that for like a laugh, but they're like actually take me mates.
No,
we
took it serious. Oh. You have to take it serious.
Okay, yeah. Well, you done it for that. They just do it every week, like for their own leisure and all that. And the comedians / just me mates and that, like some regulars. And my mate Shawn Michaels was leaving. That's his actual. That's him. Yeah. His name's Sean Tiders, but you met him. Like fucking. He got like grey hair and that, like the man bun in Edinburgh.
Oh shit, yeah.
And he chose Shawn Michaels for some reason as a stage tag.
That's amazing, though.
Obviously, HBK all day, you know what I mean? Heartbreak Kid. And he was leaving to move somewhere else. We're like, we'll do it. And me and him were like, what can we do? Something crazy. And we were like, we'll get a topless waitress to come and serve us beers and all that sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it's only a small place. So I'm like, we like pay her and all that. She comes and I'm like, fuck, let's put the esky in the corner or whatever. Let's fucking get our money's worth. She has to walk over there.
What's
and all
an
that.
esky?
Like a...
cooler.
Yeah, cooler. And then they got her playing the game, so she's got her tits out. They're all these fucking nerds like that. She's there, and they're like proper in character. It's like, you will not do this to us. And I'm like, he's got her tits out. I still didn't play. I'm sat there on my own like a dickhead. I'm like, I'm getting my own beers like a fucking asshole over here, like a hater and all that.
I roll to touch a boom.
She had
20. Yes.
She had double D's. It was so we were like double D's and double D's or whatever. D and double D's. It was the first time she'd done it. We got it through our other friend who was like a sex worker, and we were like, oh, we need like a topless waitress. First time we'd done it, and we're like, how great would that be? Like, imagine that your first time. It couldn't have been an easier shift for her. Just a couple of nerds. She didn't even have to serve the beers.
Someone trying to grab her and
exactly,
shit like that.
Not a stag do, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, this is trust me. You're gonna have a great time.
No one even making eye contact with her. Like,
literally, it was like people were like, dices were getting dropped, you know? Like, she was just sat there.
You're not rolling, are you? No, I'm just nervous.
Did you say she's a sex worker?
No, my mate was.
Oh, just like you threw that in dead, like...
No. They got in touch with her through his mate who is a sex worker.
Yeah.
They were like, we don't want the fucking... You know what I mean? We don't want the sad prostitutes.
Yeah.
The fun ones.
So we do all the thing and all that, and then like she stays for a bit longer, so me and Sean end up giving her a bit more, and then Sean brings me and her into the hallway, and he's like, how much do you reckon? And I'm like, oh no. Straight away, I'm like, what is he saying? And he's like, you can give us like some sort of group lap dance or something like that. I don't know if this is on the menu or whatever. And I'm like, you're killing me.
How'd you do a group lap dance?
And then like, I'm like, all right, because there's like 8 lads here. So she's like, all right, yeah, sounds. We give it a bit more money. And then we're all sat on the couch, like all like that. She's in the middle. And God bless her, she fucking puts on a performance of her life. You know what I mean? Like everything but fucking pulling the whole on me, you know what I mean? It was like fucking sick. And she's dancing in the middle, and she goes around. We're all sitting next to each other, like knees touching. She just goes around, gives each little like quick 30-second dance, and it was just like, this is fucking weird, but it's sick.
I fucking love Dungeons and Dragons.
So, like, she does all that, and then she goes into Sean's room with her, and fuck knows what happened there. Like I don't know if he paid her for. I mean, best case scenario, he paid her for a private dance, or I don't know, maybe he'd fucking
hand job or something.
Yeah, something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. To be honest. That was, you know what I mean. I was
the old HG.
I was back on the game.
Yeah.
And then that was nuts. That like, and then fucking, I had a girl at the time, and she's like, oh, fucking angry at me, and I'm like, we're playing fucking Dungeons and Dragons and all that shit, so whatever. But that didn't last, so it sound.
Wonder why.
Yeah, exactly. But it was sick. So let's do it when we do it again.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll get some girls or whatever. Or we'll get a guy walking around with his dick out or something like that.
Okay.
I'll give you
Amy, we'll have a bit of mix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Make it equal. Nice.
That'd be sound.
Sound.
That would be funny. Just someone who's walking around with no kecks on top. No kecks.
Yeah, white shirt, bow tie, little plate for carrying a moose bushes on.
We've got to hold on.
Oh my lord.
Irish bull. Get him on. Big
nice.
fucking swinger, knocking all the drinks over with his dick.
The life out of me.
Who?
That Irish bull fella, man.
Oh, that guy.
Fucking he was
Lord,
proper
yeah.
scary,
My
mate.
Twitter is mad because of him. I'll be scrolling through and it'd be like, oh, zombie amoeba that turns you into a brain dead.
And just his
thing.
dick.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
just
yeah.
in with his dick around his wrist, like, what time is it, ladies? You're like, fucking hell, mate.
What's he packing?
10.8.
What?
Yeah.
10.8.
Maybe bigger, maybe bigger.
10 point. He's a white guy, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Irish, yeah.
10.8.
Do you know what was? Do you know what
That's
was?
crazy.
Do you know what was
Irish
funny
beef.
though?
I don't even think I
drive
could
back
do that.
to
I
town.
don't even think I could jump that in a high jump.
because he got comfortable with us, like after the podcast, and we was dropping him off
I
in
bet he
town.
did. You crying all over his dick.
It would make you cry. It did would make you cry. It would make a tear.
The way that hits the back of your
It
throat.
would
Nah,
bring a
he's been
tear.
watered.
To the,
Yeah.
the fucking because he got comfortable with us we were driving him back in town, and he's just heckling Mars in like cars and that like, oh,
two
it's
girls
a
in the car.
girl.
Crashed. A girl nearly
Fucking
crashed.
hell.
So
And
there's
she's
two
like, she
girls.
loves it.
So,
What?
so there's two
Nobody even
girls in the
watched.
car next to us, right? And he's in the front seat and he winds the window down and he just starts going, hey, girls, hey, what we doing? What we saying there? And the girls are like embarrassed, like laughing at each other and all that. And he's like, you fucking want it. I know you just want
16-year-old
it.
daughters in the passenger seat.
So then we drive off. And then next thing, these fly up to like get to the car again. And then nearly fucking smashed into a car. And he was buzzing off it because he was like, they want a
love
bit of
it.
the
They
hammer.
want me.
You want the fucking
Wait, you
hammer.
recognise them or just the cops?
No, he was just trying to
black
shag
them.
people in cars.
Just got pure
Yeah.
game because he knows how big his dick is.
I
He's
mean, if you've got
proper
yeah,
big
you
dick
can literally-
energy.
you know what I
like,
mean? Like, yeah.
That was real big dick energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the biggest that you've seen?
That's crazy.
In the wild, yeah, defo.
You're asking me.
You saw it? He got it out on the pod?
Yeah.
He couldn't wait to.
Put a business
What?
card in his dick. He wrapped it around his wrist like a watch.
This is
He
crazy.
put it
This
next
is
to that
like-
big dildo out there, and it was big, like same size
What
as
the
that.
fuck?
Bigger than
I mean,
that.
because I'm walking around, I've got like fucking 8.5 centimeters or whatever hanging low. But like, that's crazy, that isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah,
That's
it's
like,
big, man.
how would you even? What boxes would you
But
wear?
you just
and
on
shit
Twitter
like
and you
that?
just go through, and then it's just him and his other big dick mates having a sword fighting. And I'm
Yeah,
like, what's
yeah.
going on?
What's
here, lad?
going on there?
It was
That's
mad.
crazy, that.
Put you through the fucking wall. Can we have a little break for a second, and then we'll be back in a minute?
Yeah, we're gonna Google this guy's dick.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll show you now. See you in a minute. Feel supreme.
We contacted these guys ourselves because we wanted to be sponsored by a brand that we genuinely believed in.
If you want to improve your sleep, digestion, relieve stress, everything you want for an easier life, you need to get on Feel Supreme.
We started using the Lion's Mane tincture, which was winner of the best supplement award in the UK. We put it in our coffee in the morning and it helps with memory and focus. Studies show that Lion's Mane stimulates the growth of brain cells and helps to protect against disease such as Alzheimer's. And it's the easiest way to do it. Just put it in your coffee in the morning.
Lovely. Tastes nice.
Done.
Flying.
Wash.
Have you ever had a nicotinamide riboside?
What's that, dear?
Riboside, motherfucker. Neither had we.
We hadn't heard of it either. You need to look it up because apparently it's a natural anti-aging supplement. Widely studied health benefits that you can use to treat cardiovascular, neurodegenerative and metabolic disorders.
Who doesn't want to deal with the metabolic and neurodegenerative
And
disorders?
cardiovasculars.
I do.
They've got loads of stuff. They've got CMOS, they've got hemp protein, stuff for your brain, stuff for your gut, stuff you've never heard about. But once you read up on it, you'll be like, why have I not heard of this? And why isn't it taught in schools?
Ashwagandha.
Shilajit.
All this stuff is good for you.
We're not just making up words. These are actual things that you need to know about.
They make you feel supreme.
TMHC 15.
For 15% off, you feel 15% more supreme
Yeah.
with 15% off TMHC 15.
Feel supreme.
Go get your brain stronger.
We'll get some Riverside.
Feel supreme.
And we're back.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's your line.
Your shoes are off. You're getting comfy
Shoes
for
are
the
off,
second
baby. Here you go.
section.
Smiz.
What?
That's Smiz. This
Oh,
is
Smiz. He's,
Oh,
our,
lovely.
he's our new mascot, I think. I don't know what he is.
What are you got in there? Cookies or something?
No.
Just regular
Cotton.
tiger.
It's just an ornament, that, yeah.
Okay.
Decorative.
Do these smell?
I don't know. I've got no. My sense of smell is shit anyway.
What a waste of that nose.
I know. All it's good for is Hoover and cocaine.
Exactly. You wouldn't want to be behind you in the bathroom, would you? Fucking nothing left.
Are you going to say something?
No, just about Smiz.
Oh, okay. It's just about Smiz. Has anything been going on? I don't not got much to talk about. It's this period shit,
You know,
innit? Like,
no. I mean, we see
don't
each
know
other
what
all
day
the
it is
time, so-
anymore.
Yeah.
Period, because it's my birthday.
Oh yeah, your birthday was nice.
How
yeah,
old
little
was you?
spa.
How old are you now then?
How old think I am?
I mean, you got that sneaky Asian gene, don't you? So anywhere from 20 to 50.
Close, yeah.
I guess you're 27.
Ooh. No.
29.
29. Oh, yeah. That's
Yes, my last year in my 20s. So,
Oh,
and
shit.
I'm doing stand-up. I'm doing stand-up for Dean's birthday.
Sick.
Yeah.
Finally? Yes!
See, I
Just
told you
every
everyone would be
joke
like,
about
finally.
Dean as well. That'd be the best.
How big's his nose?
Is it
So
a,
I'm going to document it. So I'm going to like film the writing process, and then I'm going to workshop it with comedians.
Boom.
And then I'm going to film it.
Send it to me. I'll tell you to delete everything. Get
You
up
can
there.
workshop it with me. Yeah. I just and
He
I'm
can't
also
workshop. He doesn't
I also
workshop his
wanna
own stuff.
interview,
I'm not a bloody
like,
carpenter.
female circuit comedians as well. I just put it all together in a documentary.
nice.
Put it on YouTube. This is me, my idea, but I don't know if it'll get
Yeah.
just like call it like girl does stand up or something. You know, click yeah.
Proper
yeah.
Kill
clickbait.
a dragon tattoo. Just
yeah. I mean, I like that name because it does what it says on the tin,
Yeah, exactly.
and it just shows you like the process and stuff. So it makes it more accessible for other girls if they want to try it.
Are you,
do you know
are you
what I mean?
using this as like, if it goes well, you'll do it again. If not, it was like an experiment thing for you.
I'm hoping it goes well
Yeah.
and I can continue to do it.
Sounds.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not like I was hooked straight away. I feel like the first one was alright. I bombed like the next 100, but I was like hooked at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's mad. It's a mad thing.
Like, I like being on
First
stage
riff.
more
Imagine
than I
being
like
there
being
for the
off
first
stage. You know what I mean?
I said, imagine being there for the first riff. What? Can you remember where you did your first gig?
Yeah, it was in Sydney of all places.
Oh, fuck off, yeah.
That's what I done it, and then I came back here. I done it like properly, I guess, like every week.
Did you know you were going to do
that.
it? Or was it just like a random thing? I feel
It
like
was-
yours would have been like a random thing. Of just like,
yeah,
oh,
it
I'll
was
get
like-
up, yeah.
Yeah, it was literally like we went to a comedy show there, and like it was in the town here, something in Sydney, in Newtown. And then we was with all my mates from work and that and stuff like that. I was still working, then I was doing bloody door-to-door
Shit.
salesman,
Oh,
like
yeah.
about mechanical stuff, just making it up the whole
Yeah.
time. You know what I mean?
Just riffing on that.
Yeah, literally the phalange. and then I was like, I was like, this fucking shit. This, and they're like, will you fucking do it then? And I was like, oh yeah, I'll come back and do it then. So we went back the same night. But then that night was. It turned out it was musical open mic, and I got there and they were like, "Where's your instrument?" I was like, "You need an
Right here,
instrument."
baby.
Yeah, exactly. and then they were like, "Oh, you can go last," and I just went up and just roasted all my mates and stuff like that. And
Right,
stuff.
yeah.
And it went all right. And then obviously the next one you do it, you got nobody there, so you're like fucking bombing. And then
Yeah.
nobody could really understand what I was saying and all that sort of
Yeah.
shit. So yeah.
was
But I was just hooked.
What was your first gig?
Hot water.
Oh, was it?
Mm,
But
yeah.
when it was in Envy
Yeah,
or
in the
the Crown?
fucking, in the Holiday Inn.
Holiday Inn?
Function
Oh
in
man, and
Holiday Inn.
downhill since for sure. Even in the Holiday Inns, they were fucking sick crowds, weren't they? You were
Yeah,
crushing
it was
them,
good.
like,
It was
yeah.
funny as well because I had that like because I love stand up and shit like that. I was like, oh, you go and you get drunk and shit like that. I haven't dropped that fucking affect just yet. But it like you're paying for drinks in the hotel. I was like 19, skinned myself on
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
bar
yeah, yeah.
on hotel bars, and I was like, yes, the life.
How did your first gig go? All right.
Right, okay, yeah. For a thing, I was a little bit of Dutch courage, you know. It was a padded show, so it was like, oh, these are all new and stuff, and yeah, it was.
Just
sound.
like a nice audience.
Was it?
like,
It
yeah.
would have been Sunday or something, probably. I guess.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I done a few of them before I went to Seal Street as well. Yeah. But then I was doing jokes for like the first year or whatever, like doing all like, whatever. What's the deal with? And
What's the
that's how
deal?
people start. Like they ever start with what's the deal? Or like, what do you think of this?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the way people start jokes.
What was one of your first jokes?
One of I always used to close with like what was it? Something to do with like I don't normally sound like this, like I done acid and I just woke up like this or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm just a kid from Bondi or something like that.
Right.
Like it was that shit.
That green light on his hair, like a rose bush.
Looks lovely.
Oh, that's nice. That. All right, sick. New headshots, baby. And then Sam was like, "Oh, just don't write for a year," because I was funnier when like the joke bombed and I'd go to a crowd or
Riffing
like
and that, yeah.
riff it off or whatever. Well, I mean, I didn't even know what a riff was back then.
Didn't even know what a riff was.
Invented the riff.
Now it's all I know.
Yeah.
And
Didn't
then,
even have a word back then.
then after a year, he was like, "Oh, just keep doing this now," and then
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was it, really. Yeah, I guess.
I remember the first time seeing you, I was just like, what's
Yeah.
he doing?
Yeah.
What's he? We just talks to people.
Was this New Zealand?
I think so, yeah.
That was. I had no business
saw
pushing
him
that
in New
hard there, to be
Zealand?
honest.
Yeah, when
The
him
classic.
and James Allen were in New Zealand, and I went and played pool with them, and then he played at the
Ah.
classic.
He wasn't
and
there actually. Yeah, I don't know what
I-
you're doing.
I don't know.
I think you might have either been in work or just didn't want to come play pool or something.
Well, I didn't know
When you
that
were
was
living
you.
there,
I didn't
yeah.
know that was you.
When it hit up Carl's, no, we went play pool and all that. Yeah,
Play
that
pool,
was it,
and
yeah.
it was like free pool all day, wasn't
And
it?
then we came and watched me. Yeah, that was sick. That fucking the runway stage and all that. Yeah, it's the only comedy club in New Zealand, the whole country, innit? The rest of them are
Yeah.
I
just
think
bar
there's
shows.
one
the
more
only...
now in
Oh, is
like
there?
Christchurch or something now.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, that was like the only one.
Yeah,
It's
that's
mad
why
as well
I
because
thought-
they're funny people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Fucking Flight to the Conchords and shit like that.
There's some
Oh,
boss
yeah,
comedians
there is.
over there. Some
Yeah,
class
yeah.
comedians
Yeah.
over there.
Imagine,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sick. But yeah,
The audience is just really polite though.
Did you see Al when he was here?
he was here. Oh yeah, Alan.
Yeah,
He
he
done
did,
hot
yeah.
water.
Yeah, he said that. He
Yeah,
said
man.
so. Yeah, he said he didn't go that well. He was jet lagged or whatever. Or something.
Yeah, I
was
think
he?
he just got off the plane.
Yeah,
and come
yeah,
on,
yeah.
He's just like, what's happening in here?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my
He's
God.
funny him though, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's class.
Like,
He's got one of the worst Liverpool tattoos. Have you seen his Liverpool tattoo?
Oh no,
Oh, it's fucking horrible.
bad. Yeah.
Just
Looks
a
like a
bit.
fucking Wrexham logo or something like that. It's just shit. It says, "You will always walk alone."
I'd rather walk alone one of them.
Oh yeah,
11
that's
tat.
fucking. That's what Shin always said when he was here. When he was here for a week, he kept saying, "I'd rather
Because like
walk alone."
once every 3 weeks, kind of got me boy coming over, yo.
Yeah.
It'd just be like some fucking from the reaches of fucking where he's been and bombed.
Who was that guy who come to the live show?
Oh,
Hamish.
Ethan Bentley.
Yeah. He was
he's
sound
like
as well.
newer comic, but he's sound, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it was fun, man.
It was funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get you all the internationals, baby. I'll tell you.
I know. I do want to go Australia at some point.
I mean, you've done New Zealand, so it's like it's weird that you haven't done Australia. You know what I mean? Because it's
Like
like
being in Australia, I just wasn't doing stand up at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, that's
that
true.
was where I
Did you start
started
in New
getting in
Zealand?
the idea of, oh, I want to do stand up
yeah.
because I was going to Comics Lounge in Melbourne,
Oh yeah, bro.
and they had like a year's pass, and it was like $35.
Oh, you got that? Yeah.
Yeah, so you could just go. Like we used to go like 3 nights a week or whatever.
Oh, that's sick.
And I
Yeah.
was watching so much comedy that I was like starting to realize like, oh, I knew where people were going with bits.
Yeah.
And then they'd go there and then everyone would laugh and I'd be like, did no one else think that was coming?
Yeah.
So then in my head I was like, oh, maybe I could write jokes then. And then
I'm not
That's
being
what
mean. It
first
just gets to the
started.
point where you're like, I can do what he's doing. Do you know what I mean? With
Sometimes,
someone,
yeah,
you're
sometimes,
Like,
yeah.
if he's getting laughs, I can get
yeah,
laughs.
yeah. But
Oh,
no,
for sure.
I'd been doing stand up before I went to New
Because
Zealand.
the
as
Comics
well.
Lounge, they have
Before.
some weird. It's like I mean, I do gig there and stuff like that, but not really. So I'm bagging them out. But it's like they're like old hacks, aren't they? I guess you know
Some
what I
of
mean.
them,
Like
yeah.
there's like the young crew or the up and you know what I mean, and then they're like all like the working class comedians and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff. But they're still crushed, you know what I mean. But it's
Yeah.
like they're just fucking doing. Sitting on a cock 'cause I'm gay. You know what I mean? That sort of vibe,
quite
innit? Like,
funny.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
quite
I mean,
funny,
that is hilarious.
But
Sitting on a cock for a Netflix special, baby.
Offers open.
yeah, I done the
Hot water.
hot water comedy course. That's how I done my first
Yeah.
gig.
Oh, didn't even know they had. Do you still do them?
That's
or
what I
was it
did.
ages
Oh,
ago?
yeah, that's what I did, yeah.
I done the
Who
last
was your
one.
mentor?
Yeah.
Paul, sorry.
And Adam like came and sat in on it. and
I
shit
done
like
the
that.
last one that Paul done,
Oh, nice.
and then he fucking blew up and couldn't do them anymore because people were booking on the courses just to spend time with Paul
Oh,
Smith.
wow.
It was him and Roe.
Yeah.
Like before, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
They were fucking.
That's
I
mad.
don't know.
Like looking back, would you still do it now? I guess because you made those friendships. That's good. But it's like, what can they? It's really just
because-
like it's more like move the mic stand out the way, all that sort of
it
stuff.
is.
Innit?
It's
It
that
was
basic, yeah.
just good to know like, oh, this bit's actually funny.
Yeah.
Like so you'd say something and Paul would go, oh, that's good. Keep that.
It's
Go
definitely
down that
useful,
way.
I
Work
reckon.
on this bit
But
more.
for your first time.
Yeah.
Because then you've been on stage, what, 5 times before?
4 times and then
And
Yeah,
I've
yeah,
had
yeah.
feedback.
yeah.
And they know you as well.
And
You
the
know what I mean,
first few times you're doing it in front of all the other comedians on the course. So like you feel like you're bombing a
You
bit.
get used to it,
yeah, yeah.
So then when you go on and the room is sold out and they all know these guys have never done stand up before, you got to be dead nice
That's-
and that.
yeah,
and you just
that's
smashing
true.
and you're like, oh my God, live at the Apollo. Here
Yeah,
I
yeah.
go.
Oh, yeah.
Then my
I feel
second
that.
gig was at a pub in fucking Stockport
Yeah.
with four owl fellas going, shut the fuck up, lad. I was like,
I think mine
this
was,
is comedy.
I think mine was a Christmas gift. I think our Martin was like, what do you want for Christmas or something like that. I was like, been thinking about doing this comedy course.
Yeah.
Fucking biggest mistake of my life.
Oh, we kept a receipt for that one.
Yeah.
I'd always want to go to Goulier's clowning school, you know, in
Shit.
France. You know this?
Is that the one Steve I went to?
'Cause, I don't know. Steve, like
Jackass Steve-O.
He started off as a clown college.
Yeah. No, this is like a prestigious one and all that sort of stuff, and it's expensive.
Prestigious clown college.
And like apparently this guy's like he's 80, but I couldn't. I would have to do it back in the day, but I couldn't do it now because he goes there, he tries to break you. He's like, you're not funny, you know all that, and I'm like, this French guy, 85 years old, telling me I'm not hilarious. I'm like, what are you on about, lad? I'm the king.
What's the army? You're not breaking me down to build me back up.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like a drill sergeant.
Yeah, they do that. So he's like, it's not funny, and like, I'm killing that. I don't know. But I'd love it. I would still want to go for like a week's course or something like that.
No fairness, lad, you'd make a great clown.
I mean, it would just add a different element to me. You know what I mean? Like that's why like I've fucking secretly done like little improv classes. You know what I mean? Not told the lads about it. And all that.
Improv ones.
Just stepped in, but a yes and all that. And
can't come back from Fringe, just starts juggling halfway through me.
I'm like, these guys are games. You know what I mean? But everything, like, I guess it's helped me. You know what I mean?
Right?
Exactly. Yeah, that's
There's a reason people do it.
Fire breathing. Such.
So that's why I'm always, you know what I mean? I'm fucking looking around for stuff to improv and shit. Exactly, yeah.
Improv meth.
Is he gay? Yes.
Yes.
And
That Vittorio did, it's his Twitter, isn't it?
Yeah.
He did a course or something. No, he performed comedy, but you couldn't speak. It was all like mime.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, that's like element of that's an aspect of clown as well, isn't it? Yeah. A lot of clowns don't like some of the great ones, Dr. Phil and all that. Don't like
Dr. Phil.
That's his name, yeah. Phil Burgess or whatever. His stage name is Dr. Phil or whatever. He always just does weird shit. You know what I mean? He's got his dick out half time, which is fucking hilarious. Like I don't watch shows.
Does his dick have a little red nose on the end?
No. He had just a bell end.
Oh,
just an impressive bell.
So yeah, all that shit. Like, and then it's like if you get a laugh, you push that laugh as far as you can. You know what I mean? Like you'll keep going. Maybe it'll stop being funny, and then you'll do it again or something like that. So that's sick. That explains why Victorio should fucking keep his mouth shut some more. It'd be hilarious.
What the fuck would you do? Just go and start making funny faces and shit like that?
Like Mr. Bean, innit?
Wow.
But Mr. Bean does transcend.
Yeah.
Imagine that, you're killing and you haven't said anything. Like that's the epitome of killing. That is, you know what I mean?
Guy
Like
on TikTok, he doesn't say anything.
Yeah. Oh, the kid who just goes like that.
Just goes.
And now he's got like a Hugo Boss deal. Fuck that kid. Fuck him.
Flying.
I mean, it's just completely looked at, and it's just.
Oh, it is. Look,
I hate it though. I hate that. Like,
but also you could have done it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's the thing about it. There's a bit of luck, but there's also like I could have just looked at videos and gone.
I know.
Here's an easier way of doing that. Like whatever.
I like that the Asian guy who pulls the
the
oh, he went on like Britain's Got Talent.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. That yeah.
I like how the ways he comes up with.
Oh yeah, and he's got like the fucking. The leaf blower and all that. Yeah, he's sick, yeah.
Mad.
That was a good one.
Hardest working man in show business.
The boy with tape on his mouth. Tape, brilliant.
Was it Tape Face?
Oh yeah, something like that.
I think there's like Tape Face, and then I think he's got like proteges or something.
Oh right.
And then there's like the boy with his taped mouth and all that. But I think they all sort of come from, like I think he's like will show. Take people under his wing and that maybe, I don't know.
Someone just at his door. Teach me your silent method, sir.
I done a set as Tape Face in Edinburgh a few years ago. It was like a clowning show and everybody's doing weird shit. I was like, fuck, what can I do? And there was like duct tape just hanging on the wall there. I was like, oh, I'll just do this. And I went on and just robbed people. I just like went round, like grabbed people's watches, put them in there, like I was climbing through the crowd and all that sort of stuff, and just like taking glasses off people and all that. And just at the end, I had like a bunch of stuff on me and all that. And then I pretended to like leave and all that and stuff. And I was like, I'm not even. I have my fucking scouts and I'm
you're not getting your stuff back.
Yeah. It was passable.
Yeah, Stuntman. That was a mad show in Edinburgh, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Stuntman. Stuntman. What's this?
Thought it was going to be sick.
Yeah, so the leaflet was Stuntman, and then we got there and he was just miming stunts.
Oh shit!
That's funny. I thought there was going to be like explosions.
No, it's funny that he's like, got ya.
He used to be on Neighbours or something.
Yeah.
Oh fuck off.
But he came out and like pretended to be in a lift and then pretended it was filling up with water.
Oh, that's
like that was the stunt.
In my head, when you say stunt, I imagine you sitting there, empty stage, and then he just runs with an helmet, full speed into a wall. And I'm like, this one I came
I wish he had done that.
Confetti just lying.
But he didn't do any of that. It was all fake stunts.
So he came out, the only time he spoke, innit? He come out as like a priest type person with a tent on, and he came straight through the crowd to me.
Yeah.
And was like,
it was dead quiet in there as well, so we couldn't get up and leave either.
Like, this woman's got no legs. And then he put his hand on my head. I was like,
Oh, like a healer.
I was like, stand up.
I was a wet with them. Improv guys had to go. You know, you're like, and it's talking tongues.
Your mother sucks cocks.
He's like, oh, you're funnier than him.
Which how awkward it was. Like,
but there's about 8 people in, wasn't there? And we couldn't leave when the show had started.
Yeah.
But it was one of them. It was go and see something that you don't know what it is. That's what the Fringe is, isn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of it is just like, oh, we're waiting. We've got an hour to kill between this show and that show. Oh, let's go in here.
Exactly.
This
That's
looks mad,
literally.
doesn't it? And you go and you go, this
all
was
my
a
business.
mistake.
I saw the guy, he done the whole movie of Rambo, just him. He plays all the characters.
Fucking amazing.
And then he switches to the other side. He's like, he takes the man down off. It's like he's out of breath. Like he's like, you know what I mean? He's like sweating bullets. Yeah. It's so funny.
You do the live show as a mime. Come on as a mime. Try and win 100 quid.
He's had the experience. I'll just come on and
Do,
have a roast battle, but you can't speak.
Do proper. Like,
I just be like,
an action, like a proper action film, but mime it all.
oh, that'd be
Like
so
you, like
good.
you're hunting each other or something.
The Matrix,
That'd be so funny.
Bagsy Trinity.
so good.
Honestly, shit like that is what the crowd like.
Yeah.
It's not even, they're not asked about if you're doing stand up, really, are they? That's why James keeps winning, because he just comes on as the fucking Grinch.
Oh, that was. I'm good at the miss.
I think the pressure to get to me, and I just start taking me kit off or something like that. I just get me ass out and be like, "This is all I've got."
Magic Mike.
What? Remember with that proper Fringe show that we did? Like the girl that I knew was running, and I was like, "Oh, I'm hosting this. Come do a spot." There was
hell, that was one
4
of the first
people
ones,
there. That was the third one, and that guy, he was so funny though.
my God, he was hilarious.
He came on as like a cat. And he just kept
He had
doing
a
like,
giant pug head.
yeah, oh, he's a pug.
He had a giant pug head.
It was like
It was amazing, and then he has all fucking like he keep going back into the head. He tells this one fella, he goes over and places a shortbread. Puts a shortbread
like a
on his
pug priest.
his head.
He's a pug priest, isn't he?
Yeah, and he's like, keep that shortbread on your head for the whole set. and then like every 2 minutes he'd be like, put it back on. And I just put the back on his head. He was
kept seeing him in the wild. We were like, you rule, you lad. He was like some little
sick,
autistic guy.
That's
like, you know what I mean?
But
he had Velcro pants on and that 4 people in the audience, man, and he was brilliant. He was so good.
He killed so hard.
I fucking remembered his name.
I know. I did add him on Instagram because we were going to go to a show, but we just got too busy or whatever.
Yeah, them two. I think you were trying to fucking get into one of them, weren't you? And but like they were going on, and it was like they were doing little sketches between them, but with 4 people, it's like
tough,
so hard to sell, man. Your sketches.
They were called the Biscuit Barrel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was the Biscuit Barrel show.
Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, so thank you.
If you're in Edinburgh next year, go to see the Biscuit Barrel show.
And then the kids at the front, there was like a black comedian at the front, and he was just trying to get onto one of the girls. And she was like,
I was like, can you stop hitting on air while I'm trying to do my show?
He was just turning around and just chatting up while Kyle's like you laughing.
I brought him on at the end, didn't I? Because I'm like, you're a comic. You got to fucking get up here now because we were missing an act or something. Yeah.
Sealed the deal.
Do you reckon you could take your hour up to Edinburgh?
Not this year.
No.
No, it's can't afford.
What's your hour?
Can't afford the fucking accommodation up there
No, but
for the month.
do you have to do it for the month?
No, you could do 2 weeks or something, but I
2
don't think
weeks,
you
yeah.
could.
But
I don't know,
like you kind of need the month to just like kind of make the money back, really. You know what I mean? You're not really saving
expensive.
yourself. I mean,
Even the free Fringe ones, you have to do like £300 registration. Or
oh
some
yeah,
shit
that's what I'm saying.
that,
Like, and then for a half run, it's like $270, so it's not much. You might as well do the fucking. And then you're getting the better time slots because the half runs are like when people cancel or last minute sort of shit. You know what I mean? Like nobody really goes in there looking for a half run. They'll take it if they don't get a good venue. You know what I mean? For a full run and shit. Like.
Like the best part about it though, obviously, is like you've been fucking loads now, haven't you? But it's just you see everyone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like fucking people you've seen on telly and shit, just at bars with you, fucking having a bevy.
Yeah.
And it's boss.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a cool.
We
like,
went on a mission to find Irish fear, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did
The
you
loft
find
bar.
him?
Somebody told me
we
his last
saw
location.
that.
No, but I bumped into him in New York. In New York, I was just like, yeah, because I've known him, I've met him before and all that sort of stuff. He gave me a shout out on his podcast ages ago for some reason. I didn't listen to it, but someone told me. And they were like talking about accents, and they were like, what's Car Legacy? And Slosh was like, I don't know either. And it was in New York, and then I was just talking to him, and he's just like, I'm like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, I just didn't expect you to be here. He was like, just in shock.
Yeah.
He turned around and I'm here like, yo, what's up, lad?
It's Wally Shafir.
Yeah.
That's funny.
In like the same jersey I was wearing like 4 years ago when I met him.
Yeah,
Like,
we were in Edinburgh and he's like, oh, Ali Shafir's at the loft bar. We go to the loft bar and I walked up. I just came back. I just got in from Edinburgh. I had my bag with me. And as soon as I walked in, Dan Teen and turned around and went, don't let anyone in here.
we went to see him when we went to Edinburgh, and he was at the bar like counting his money, and Dame was just like, classic Jew.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. Get cancelled and stuff like that now.
So easy.
that's so funny. He's got his coin purse out, did he?
Size on Bold Street have now associated themselves with Dean.
I know.
Won't work with him anymore.
I know. Bloody hell, don't say that.
That's wild, that.
No,
Who else did we see?
on the internet.
Who else did we see?
Well, in that loft bar, it's like a little industry place.
Yeah.
But Kyle, so there's this. It was a nice place, but there's this big outback and there's a big garden, big beer garden. And Kyle's just like, but your mates up because you're like, oh shit, there's Tom Stade, Isham was there and stuff like that, and he just goes with a joint, Adam Wood, and his beer just got off immediately.
Oh yeah,
and I was like,
in the corner.
I was like, lad, can we not go down at least? He's like, oh, doing it all the time, man. I was like, oh,
Tom Stade's
yeah,
right there, man.
but he's like, oh, can I have a bin? I'm like, yeah, sure.
Two people asked for it.
Two
people asked for the whip.
One of them was
Nothing to get
security
kicked
guard. He took it off me.
Can I have a whiff of that, lad?
Yeah, exactly.
On the floor.
But you know when you can see like people are all like little looks over, and I'm like, fuck's sake, Kyle's fucking blazing.
Oh, I'm not
Did you
actually.
gig with Tom Stade?
Yeah, the other week.
Did he say come on the pod?
Yeah, he's gonna come on. Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
sick.
man. It's class.
He'd have some fucking stories.
I know, yeah,
You're
yeah.
damn right. Like, just have drunk, innit? He got the best ones.
He's just proper stoner as well, though, isn't he?
Who else did I meet? In LA, I met a few people. I didn't meet LeBron, obviously. Leslie Jones, I was on a show with her at the Comedy
Yeah,
Store.
you mentioned that.
That was sick.
sick. You done a comedy store, didn't
Done
you?
a weekend there, done a weekend in Flappers. I don't know if you've
Yeah,
heard that one.
I've heard it,
Yeah, that was sick as well.
What room in the comedy store was it, you know?
I done one in the main room, or no, original. Sorry, main room's the big one. Original's like, well, I guess the original one or whatever.
Original's got like the neons of like the comics.
I mean, it all does really, to be honest. Like, yeah.
How'd you get on at the Comedy Store?
I've been there before.
Shag one of the
I've done it
promoters,
before, and
I
I just know people. It's like I was doing the black room, like I was like one of two white people on. You know what I mean, like sort of thing. Like fucking, it was sick. Like they pay shit. They give you fucking $25. I was in the green room. Some guy was getting some weed. They gave me that. I opened the envelope and give it straight to them. I was like, give me some weed. It was sick. But these Skittles, like weed Skittles, box. I took them on the plane back. Yeah. They were literally just all it was Skittles, and it just said a little Z instead of that. Yeah. We were just eating them on the plane back, and that, like, it was fucking sick. But I was with my boy Ronan, and he's like, we're walking up there, and he just bumps into Leslie Jones and all that. He's like
fucking, I would not like to bump into Leslie Jones.
I know, bumps into her like a brick wall. We go up there, and he's like, I just how about that woman there? And he's like, do you know what that was? I'm like, do you know what that was? It's like Leslie Jones. He still didn't know. I'm like, Ghostbusters. He's like, I haven't fucking seen that. And I was like, it's this woman here.
I would have been like, did she wrestle for WWF?
Oh, she's fucking weapon. But I was talking in the green room. She's sound and all that. Like, and who else to meet up?
Sick that you done the comedy store, man.
Yeah,
that was sick, yeah. Well, the first time I done the Thursday, but this one was Thursday, Friday, which was good. And I done 2 podcasts in there as well, in the podcast studio there as well.
JJ Whitehead. He does a podcast in there.
No, I done the Liars Club,
right,
and comedian convicts or whatever. Because I got like stories about being in jail and that when I got arrested in Poland and that.
What's that story?
Have you not heard that one?
Oh, it's a good one.
Oh.
You haven't heard the arrested in Poland? I thought I'd said that on here before now.
Nah.
Oh, that was fucking, when was that? Like 3 years ago now. Same sort of thing with Estonia, because if people say, hey, I'll look after you, I call in those favours, you know what I mean? I've got no fucking shame.
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, yeah, let's fucking do it. And
That's
then most of the time,
though, innit?
I mean, most of the time they're my mates, you know what I mean? Like, it was like...
First thing, though, they go, nah, and you go, all right, sound.
Yeah, exactly.
But if they say yeah, and then you've got a free place to stay. And
oh,
gigs
yeah,
and
it was
that.
good. The money was great and all that stuff again. Like, in Estonia, I was hanging out with him. He's a big weed smoker. We were in his fucking hot tub in his back garden, his sauna and all that. They all go naked in the sauna and stuff like that. So he goes in, and he's like, oh, we normally go naked and all that. I'm like, well, you're not making me a pussy, you know what I mean? So he was naked.
Can't
he was
wait
naked.
to get his dick
The
out.
two other lads came in the shorts. They saw me with the dick out, and they're like, oh, we're good to go. They were like trying to be like nice about it and all that. Then you fucking roll in the snow and all that. It was mad. And but in Poland, I was in Poznan. Me mate was doing it a corporate, and again he let me do 5, and it was all in Polish and all that. It was like next to this Nazi river, I remember, because I was doing some Nazi riffs, and, and of course, and the same, and I was bombing and all that stuff, but I was still doing better than the guy before me. Like halfway said, I was like, I'm doing better than he, and he speaks the fucking language, so he must be shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then after that, it was like 9 p.m. We got some food. I got to tell you the time because it adds to the story and all that. 9 p.m. got some food and that. Probably had like 2 beers and like a Jack and Coke, so I wasn't bevied or nothing like that. We got walking down the street. We get boxed in this club. It's like 20 zloty for like 2 beers, 2 shots. That's like £5. You know what I mean? We go in there. Turns out to be a strip club.
Right.
But I'm like, you know, I fucking love a strip club, so I'm like, let's stay. My mate's like, he's Polish. He's like, Peter Shimotsky. Shout out to him. He's
so Polish, that name.
He's
Peter Shimotsky.
Yeah. That was the fake name I was giving the police. Paul Shimotsky, whatever.
So he's the best right back in Bundesliga.
And they were like, we should fucking leave here and all that. And I'm like, oh, we're here now. We might as well stay and stuff like that. So I just picked the girl with the fattest ass, and I'm like, yeah, let's go. and then we're behind there and all that, and she gives me a shot and take the shot and that. And then next thing I remember, I just wake up in a fucking Polish prison cell, like the Undertaker, just like
what?
Straight out of nowhere, just like that. Fuck. I'm like, all my chains are gone, my fucking watch and all that sort of stuff. I'm in my boxes.
Oh my chains.
My bloody chocolate is gone. And I think I had more chains back then as well.
That was the thought.
The Polish police.
Walking out like a Flavor Flav.
Grandfather clock there like that. And I wake up the guy next to me, like 4 beds, shit in the toilet. And I'm like, what's going on? Where the fuck am I? He's Polish. He doesn't know what I'm saying. I don't know what he's saying. And so I bang on the door like that. Fucking big fucking metal door opens. Massive dude. I'm not even lying. Half a swatch tattoo sticking out of his fucking like finger as well. I'm looking at him. I'm like, what the fuck? It's either that or he loves Tetris. But I think he hates Jews, to be honest. And so we do. And he blows. He gets like, come in here, blowing this. Blow, and he puts in the machine, beep beep beep. He's like, you gotta go back in, you gotta too drunk. And I'm like, alright, I'm in a drunk tank, alright, sound. So I go back in, I go back to sleep. I was fucking hungover as fuck, you know what I mean? He's like, there's coffee up there, and I'm like, I don't even drink coffee and it's cold, fuck you. You got a fucking little baby chino on the works there or something like that, you know? That'll put me right to bed, that. And I wake up again, bang on it. Same again, blow into the thing, but he blows into the bag this time as well. Like, I blow in half, he blows the rest, and I'm like, alright.
Kids out of here.
And he puts it in the machine, beep beep boop. And he's like, all right, Sam, you can go. I go back there, all my clothes there, my chains, my watch, wallet and all that. 20 quid was gone out my wallet, but I've like, I'd probably spend that. All my cards are in there. Yeah. I signed the thing, and he's like, I'm like, is this on my record or not like that? It's like, no, you just paid this fine. Again, it was fucking nothing. Like, there's a lot of 7 quid. I'm like, sound. I walk out there, my mate's there waiting for me. Middle of nowhere, looks like fucking Chernobyl or something like that. Like crazy. All these fucking apartment blocks were like 50 minutes away from the city. He's like, what the fuck happened? I'm like, lad, I don't remember anything. What the fuck happened? And he's like, oh, I waited for you at the strip club. I was trying to get behind the cane because you were ages. And then they kicked me out, so I waited outside the club till like fucking 5:30 in the morning or something like that. And then he was like, oh, I thought you were maybe like banging a stripper or whatever, or fell in love again. And, so he goes back to the Airbnb, wakes up, I'm not there. So then he's like calling everybody, finds out the clubs, it's like fucking notorious for ripping off tourists. It's like, this took $3,000 from me, they took $2,000 from me, all that sort of stuff. And
to get you with them tits, man. Get you with them tits.
And I'm an ass man, but they got me.
I imagine the drug in them helps as well. Do you know what I mean? Like,
so the drug, they just spiked it.
So apparently, he's calling the police. They eventually find out when I am. He gets there. He bribes them to get me out early. So that's why he blew in the bag, because they're still taking bribes and all that. So bribes me to get me out early. He's like, what the fuck? He's like, check your cards and all that. I'm like, fuck. So I go to the nearest shop. Nothing. Both my fucking credit card, my debit card, all that sort of stuff rinsed. Not that I had much money in there anyway. All rinsed. I'm like, fuck.
You're probably like, this guy's got so many chains, he must have money. They rob his cards and go.
No, the worst part is I had my uncle's Rolex because my watch was in the shop. And he was like, take money of my watches, so I just took his best one. He's like, so he's on the phone. He's like, you fucking dickhead, and it was there. I was like, thank fuck, because if they like steal your items, it's theft. But if they take your money, they're like, oh, he was drunk, he wanted to do all that, so that's part of the scam. So I'm calling my uncle. I'm like, fucking this happened because he's a lawyer. He's like, just call it HSBC, say you lost your card and all that sort of stuff. I was like, sick. I was like, well, I might as well get a scam in there. So I said I'd lost it a few hours earlier and shit like that. So I got all the drinks and food that I actually wanted to pay for and stuff like that. I was like, sound world local bank, here we go.
Right.
And And then don't be fucking emailing fucking HSBC now, you know all that. We go on.
To therapist.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she's working round the fucking clock for sure. And
Sponsored by BetterHelp.
Yeah, a woman sat at home going, oh, he's crying again.
Just that on the phone with you and the kids.
you're like, congrats for getting laid again, but I mean, come on. She's meant to be wet, not your face. And we like so we do all that. I call him back to refund it straight away. So then we're like fucking. Then I'm like fucking.
Here we go, baby.
Day, can't handle me, you know what I mean? King Kong
Back
got
to
shit on
strip
me.
club.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's fucking go. But all I remember literally was like, they gave me that shot, and like in my stupid mind, I'm like, is this including in the price of the dance? And I'm like, and they're like, yeah. And I'm like, out loud, I'm like, this is a great deal. That's the last thing I say. Last thing I remember is like,
great deal.
what a fucking bargain, bang, and then just fucking gone. And like,
It was a bargain in the end, though, because you got the whole night for
that's what
free.
I'm saying. Yeah, I mean, I was dying. We had
Yeah.
a show that night. I got out at like 7. The show was like 8, and I was like thrown up backstage, like right before they brought me on, like
Bad, that.
dying. Like and like we were in a taxi. He was like, I was saying to the Uber driver, and I'm like, fucking, what's this? And he's like, you could have died off this, like blood alcohol
fuck
level.
off.
You could have died. And my mate was saying like,
Did they give you like fucking ethanol or
I
something?
don't know what the fuck they gave me, like, but it was the worst
So
hangover
what-
I've ever had.
So you got like essentially spiked, like passed out, drunk off or whatever
They
the
just
shot
rinsed my
was.
card, yeah.
Rinsed your cards, and then what? Rang the police and was like, "This guy's pissed, get him out."
Yeah,
of here or
so
something?
the police are part of it. So they literally, like, but on the form, it was the time. So he said he left about 6 roommates, and obviously I believe him, you know what I mean? That's your boy. And the police picked me up at like 6:15, so they were just waiting for him to go. And then they call the
Right.
police, they take me fucking miles away.
shit.
That's mad.
And then it's like, you kind of just wake up and you just assume. I mean, like, they got the money, you know what I mean? I got it back. Like, they wouldn't have, I don't know if HSBC would have got him off them. But he asked the guy, like, like that he bribed. He was like, "How is he? Is he all right? Is he fucking hurt or something like that?" And the guy was like, he was fucking laughing when he came in. He was loving life. He's like, walking in like,
I can
oh,
imagine
this sort of stuff. Yeah. So like, I still had a great time. Apparently, you know,
Roasting
what I mean?
everyone in all the
But
busies.
Lord knows, maybe I did fucking want to do all
time's
the
the
stuff.
grill,
You know what I
baby.
mean? Yeah,
You know what's
exactly.
fucked up about that though? Before I was like, oh, Cardi B, because she's admitted to drugging and robbing men.
Hustlers,
maybe,
yeah.
But she was Woman of the Year.
Yeah,
She was like, what the fuck? Kind of like, who's making that choice?
that's a bit of a mad one,
Who
isn't it?
the
Like
fuck's
if
making that
it
choice,
was
like?
the other way around,
She's
and
like
then you
talking-
found out there was a fella who owned a strip club or whatever. I don't even know what the other way around would be, but like drugging women,
Weinstein?
robbing from women. And then they go, oh, this is Times Man of the Year.
Yeah,
You'd be like,
exactly.
fuck off. No, he's not.
She's a fucking, she's
No.
an
I'm
absolute
pretty
shit
sure
card, you
Weinstein
can't
won Times Man of the Year probably back in the day.
Yeah,
He would have got awards
It's like
for
Bill
sure.
Cosby. It's like going, get Bill on the cover.
No, but
you know,
did
He was
but-
fucking.
No, I
yeah.
know,
Yeah,
but
but
was
he
this
was.
before people knew what he had done, though?
Yeah.
When did it? When
She
did
Oh,
owns
yeah,
it. She
yeah, I
like
know what you
kind
mean
of
now,
owns
yeah,
it. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And
yeah.
it's like, what the fuck? Why is that?
Well, yeah, 'cause that- 'cause
Cosby
that
said he's
movie-
coming back to stand
Yeah,
up.
I've seen that. He's touring
No
again.
way.
I would go and see him.
Would
Just
you?
to see him.
I
Just
would,
to
yeah.
see it.
It's just to see like
Not
what's going
not
on.
that I'm a
You know
fan
what
or
I
what
mean?
he
anything.
does.
He's
I wouldn't be
cool,
wearing
dude,
a
not like
fucking
that.
sweater, not like that. You know what I mean?
saying,
But I
you're a
wouldn't hit
fan.
their fucking merch stand
Sitting in a
afterwards.
car-
I wouldn't
sweater.
pay, though. I wouldn't
Well, I
pay
mean,
to go and see him.
I'd probably
If
be
he was
opening for
dropping
him,
in a
so-
hot water, I might stick round and see what he says.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
Do you
like, I'm
reckon
not going
Vince
to
would let him
pay.
go off?
No, I'm not going to pay, you know.
Probably not.
Probably not. I'd
Might
open
let him
for
do
him.
a Sunday.
If he asked me, I'd open for him. I mean, I'd fucking probably like half of him in my set. I'd be fucking bagging him out. You know what I mean? He'd have to follow
Yeah.
this,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
me
yeah.
fucking all over.
Hey, what's your drinks, everybody?
Yeah, exactly. But
Drinking a Cosby Paladin?
yeah, it's like, you know, lively crowd won't be for long.
Yeah, it's mad that, innit? The way he's just... The fact that...
It's crazy that we've fed 500 people in a hotel suite.
What's mad that he can... Like, if he can actually sell out a tour off the back of it, that shows people are fucked, innit?
People will go. People will buy tickets.
Like, we're
especially
going for the...
Americans.
Well, I mean, I guess we're going for the right reasons. We're going because we're not going to support them. We're going there to be like, what the fuck
What
will
the
they even
fuck's
talk
going on?
about? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
As
yeah.
comedians, as fucking...
There'll be people who still go, no, the media, I love Bill Cosby. Let's go support that old man.
Oh, yeah,
Do you
that's
know what I
crazy.
mean? Like, there'll be if he goes on tour, I reckon if there's chances it'll sell out, because
Oh, if my granddad was still alive, he would go for sure.
do you reckon?
I reckon he would. Well, he'd not
To
read
be
the
fair,
news
I'd
in
wanna-
30 years,
but
so he'd be like...
I'd really want to see what he says. Like,
That's what I
think
mean.
about prison deals. You don't let the big guy take your pudding pop. Because he'll take your pudding pop and he'll... I don't know.
Zip, zap, zoop,
Yeah.
bop.
Zip, pop, boobity, you went zip, zap, boobity, pop.
Big fan over here. That's a current impression as well.
It was like, I didn't. That's the first time I've ever done a Cosby impression, and it surprised me so.
You nailed it. Bring it on stage, lad.
That's pretty good. I like it.
Well, you know, you got it. I watch a lot of
that. It does make sense because like Cosby used to sit down. You know what I mean? You sit down on stage.
He's my idol, man. He's my idol.
I
wear shit jumpers too.
Yeah, exactly. You cry after rapes.
After rapes.
Oh no.
In your defence, they're raping you, but
they're
raping your emotions.
You switch that round and now yeah. That's sound.
I know to almost get cancelled and then pull it back.
Just on the line of cancellation.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to chat about? We've got gigs tonight, so we have to wrap it up soon. But
I've got to get to Crosby Arena.
Crosby Arena. Is it a Andy Rogers gig?
Yeah. Okay. He's coming to Australia. Doing what you never done.
Cool.
Doing what you couldn't do.
Yeah, because he's fucking got
disposable
income.
Tom can't play the guitar either.
Yeah.
He's not taking it. I said, I don't know if I can book you, lad. I need you got a Bears call. Shout out, Roger, you piece of shit.
So I think we wrap it up then for today.
Any New Year's resolutions now?
We'll try and stop smoking.
What, ciggies or weed?
Yeah, ciggies.
Okay, yeah.
Crazy talking about weed. What are you on about?
That's why. What are you on about? Like, I mean, look, I made the pod. You know what I'm saying?
Finally, you get it. Fucking hell.
His appearance.
Yeah. Have you got any resolutions you're gonna do?
Not really.
Bombless.
I don't want to bombless. I know, but I mean, you gotta make them fucking realistic, don't you?
Yeah.
Defo get off the booze for a bit.
January for you.
Gotta do it.
Maybe get a missus.
Ooh.
Settle down.
Maybe it's about time.
That'd be dead hard with your lifestyle though. Unless she comes everywhere
and
with
because you're so creepy.
I'm not literally like you've seen me here. I'm a smooth operator, aren't I? You know what I'm saying?
What did you just say?
Have you not seen when I'm women? I'm a smooth operator. That's the creepiest thing anyone's ever said.
Smooth operator.
And I heard Bill Cosby saying that.
To be fair, it is weird how he just like dead naturally just starts talking to people. Yeah. He's got bottle.
Just riffing.
Kids, yeah.
Gift of the cap. Literally, it's like you're just trying to make them laugh. It's just one-on-one instead of on stage. You know what I mean?
It's got goal.
Like, yeah.
Got game, kid.
So maybe I miss. Oh no, I guess I can't really.
Your lifestyle's too wild.
Yeah, you have to
too
kind
much,
of move home if you're gonna.
You need to settle.
I know.
Unless you find someone.
I've got a few girls and like I've still good relationships with the girls that I sleep with. You know what I mean and stuff like that. Hello, in different postcodes,
in different time zones.
Different time zones. Yeah, I'm staying with a girl when I go back for 2 weeks in Perth. I just bought her a bunch of
the other girls watching it.
She wants Space Invaders or something like that. So.
Would you settle down? What age are we settling down?
I don't know if I want kids. I'd like to adopt, to be honest.
You don't have to have kids. We're settled.
I do like the way you live your life, though. Do you know what I mean?
But has it got longevity?
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I think so, because every year I'm making more money, I'm doing better gigs, I'm doing all this sort of stuff. And then it's like, Australia is paradise, you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to Perth for 3 months. It's
Would
like,
you settle there?
I get off the plane, 35 degrees. Eventually, my mum lives there now, so I guess, I don't know what happens. She dies, I get the house or something, I guess. I don't know how it works or whatever.
That's when I'll come over, when you've got a house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm going to retire in Perth for sure.
Kyle's fun.
Not retire, but I mean, like, I just do.
Kyle's house.
I'd probably just do the comedy lounge fucking every week, just be resident host, you know what I mean? Like, in my fucking 50s, I'd just crush, make fucking easy money.
Put an Australian accent on it.
Not a bad life,
exactly.
Yeah, sounds good.
It'd be easy, yeah.
Nice.
But I don't know if I get married. I go through waves because I love weddings, you know what I mean? But I don't really want to be the groom, I guess. I just like best man forever.
I bet you're great at a wedding.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sick.
Proper wedding
Life
crasher.
Party, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's sick, yeah.
Ma, where's the meatloaf?
Damn you, Roger. Damn you. But no, I want to adopt. So that's what I've been thinking about the last few years. I feel like that's nice because then I don't really need a woman for that, do I? I can just like.
You're not getting a kid on your own.
No, but I'm getting him when he's like 18. He can.
Oh, you want
like that,
you just want another mate?
Oh well, then like literally. I'd like.
Let's get Ben Robinson.
Get Ben, yeah.
May as well.
Fuck that as if. I want one that hasn't been molested. I want a black
Evolve,
child so I can
evolve.
teach him to be the best basketball player in the world.
Oh,
literally.
you want a black child so you can be like,
it'd be like fucking.
I am black.
It'd be like The Blind Side, like running tryouts at the orphanage. You know what I mean? I'd be like, all right, let's get some layup lines. All right, I'll
Tiger
take
Woods'
you.
dad's
For sure,
proper
yeah.
trophy parent.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Because I've got so much fucking knowledge, and I couldn't make it. Obviously, 6'1" and white and shit like that. But he'd hate me at first, but he'd grow to love me and respect me for sure. Definitely, yeah.
I like it. Like, that's a whole like 10-year plan. It seems.
Oh yeah, exactly. If I can't be famous, then my kid.
Nice, man.
I'm
What about yourself, Tom? Just not drinking? Is that your?
That needs a
Your
fucking
January resolution?
I need to lock that down. Yeah, stop the fucking class A's as well.
How
Yeah.
about if you can't do it, you shave an eyebrow, and if you do it, I'll shave an eyebrow.
But I just lie.
Or just don't lie.
And
No, it's easier than that. I don't want to lose an
risk
eyebrow.
your
Less-
health for
what
your
about-
eyebrow.
What about less lies?
That could be a good resolution.
Yeah.
how about not crying after sex for a month?
No promises at all. No promises at all.
So
weep.
if you're in Australia or Edinburgh,
I'm doing stand up. That's mine. Thanks for asking, guys.
we don't like. I just didn't ask because we done yours on the other day, didn't we?
Well, yeah,
We
but
don't know.
what's the time frame then? Because you need it. I guess you need
I put a time frame on it. My birthday. If she hasn't done it,
Which is
before
when?
then, 29th of August.
29th of August. Oh, okay. All right.
But I reckon she'll have done it before then.
You're not rushing into this fucking.
No, oh, I'm like proper writing, proper workshopping.
How long you gonna do? Like how long? What's the challenge? 7,
10
5, 10,
minutes,
10, 10?
Yeah.
Straight to 10.
I done
Okay.
10 my first time.
Oh yeah.
Have you got any advice? Start.
Don't be shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna wear the bandana? You reckon or?
No, I might have
Alright,
a
then
new
you're good.
bandana for that.
Well,
Comedy
two-packy.
bandana.
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I mean, you've kind of at the cheat code because you've been around it so much that it's like you're not
It's a
really
weird-
starting fresh, are you? You know what I mean? You're kind of like
start from, innit?
you're coming in like.
So you've got
Almost.
you got all the knowledge of an open micer without the stage time, and then all the connections of someone who's been in comedy for a while.
Exactly.
It's possible to prepare.
You still got a fucking bomb though, I know it. You think, what my friends
I'm just
doing?
gonna-
It's not that fucking easy. That's
just
it. We make it
gonna-
look easy.
I'm just gonna pay the crowd to laugh for me.
Pay the crowd to
That'll
laugh
do,
for
yeah,
it.
that'll
work,
Yeah, fuck, there you go.
The video.
That's nice.
So
That's easy. Oh, you're getting a fax?
Australia, Edinburgh. Are you going to America again next year?
Hopefully, who knows, to be honest. I might take me Edinburgh money and go to Turkey and
If
get
you're in any
this
of them
sorted out.
locations, try and check Kyle out. Get him
Perth
on
Fringe World, I'll be there January to February. Come see
Instagram
my show.
LeBron James of comedy
King
to
of
see all
comedy,
his
yeah.
dates and all that shit. Tom, you doing your own little solo
Oh yeah,
show, aren't
man.
you?
Yeah, thanks for saying. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
doing a
yeah.
show
With Jack.
on the 10th of March with Jack Miller. So it's a split hour. It's called Padre. A little bit pretentious, but fuck yous.
It should have been called Who's Your Daddy, don't you reckon?
He said, "Who's your daddy?" But that's more of a Kyle name for the show.
Do you reckon that's
I
a,
like
it's a
the
better
name.
name?
Because you get to the end of the
Nice.
show and go, it was me.
But I've got that on the 10th of March.
If you're wondering why I gathered all my ex-girlfriends here tonight, go have your daddy.
Yeah, nice one. Yeah, tickets on me Instagram.
Yeah,
10th
so
of March.
go follow Tom, TK Comedy _
me dad.
is it? Yeah.
The show's about me dad.
Yeah. Jack Miller's great as well, so
Yeah.
it should be a good
It's a
show.
great joke writer, actually.
I
Um,
look forward to seeing that.
So we've got
Is it an hour?
Only half an hour each.
Half an hour.
Who goes first, Jackie boy?
Jack first.
Yeah.
We've got Metro Cola every Tuesday, Hot Water every Monday. By the time this is out, it'll be back. Live shows, live talent show, and that is always dead fun. Next guest, William Thompson. He was on the episode with Shane Todd. It's fucking class. It's going to
We
be
won
amazing.
BBC New Comedian of the Year in Ireland.
The heat, yeah. He got into the final of the
Yeah,
BBC.
he's really good.
He's so funny though. He's going to be
I don't know
class.
him, that's sick.
So if this has been out before, then grab tickets for that. It's going to be fun. And then 31st of January, I'm doing my own hour for the first time. Tickets for that still available. At phase 1, I'm going to have 2 people opening. I don't know who. Maybe our Keegs.
Oh yeah, definitely.
There you go.
Oh, he's free.
The diary is empty.
If you're free, man, yeah, you come.
What's
come do it.
that one called?
It hasn't got a name yet.
Oblivious Sausage.
Yeah, but that show
Say
hasn't
it again.
got.
Oblivious Sausage.
That's the name of it?
That's going to be the name of me.
Still better than Padre. isn't it?
It's only me. Yeah, Oblivious Sausage.
Oblivious Sausage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For the
There you go.
poster, we're going to have our 2 sausage dogs in it as well.
And I'm going to wear a hot dog costume.
Oh, that's sick.
And
You
smoke a
should
big
give out
joint.
you should go, have put an element of that into it, like have little cocktail weenies around, you know what I mean, or
Maybe.
something like that. Yeah. That was sick. If I was here, I'd wear the tuxedo and walk around like that before the show. That'd be classy as fuck, wouldn't it?
Well, this work in progress that I'm doing isn't called that yet. So when I do that one,
boom, yeah.
you're there.
Yeah, that's classy.
You can be my mate.
Because Reuven, for ethnic cleansing, he gives out samosas.
Oh, really?
Like during the show, he's like, "Hey, everybody, look behind you," and then I'm there handing out samosas like a dickhead.
Well, yeah, you might be having a little chip of lattes. So yeah, come get tickets to that because it'll be boss to sell it out, and it'll be the first time me doing that long on stage. So I'm gonna tell some stories and that from the old past and see what's funny and what's not. And then over that, what else, Daddy? Patreon, loads of shit on there now, isn't there? There's gonna be loads on there. There's over 50 episodes of stuff. For just £3, and you get discounts on merch, early access to live show tickets and all that. Yeah, get on over there.
£3 a month, it's a bargain.
I know, lad.
It's fucking cheaper than a meal deal. Get it now.
I know,
You
get
rat.
it now. But nice one for coming down, man. Is that it, everyone then, yeah?
What day?
K-Roo Rugs is a new centrepiece of the set. If you
What's your New Year's resolution?
let us know in the comments. Like,
We
subscribe.
don't fucking really
Hit
care.
that bell. all the links to tickets are in the descriptions. as
You
well,
want to
so-
lose £15, Deborah? I don't give a fuck.
Happy New Year to Jane Pickering.
Happy New
That's what I'd
Year,
like to
Jane.
say.
You're the only one who
Jane
answer,
Pickering.
asked the question
yeah.
this
There you go.
episode. Shout out.
Shout out.
But nice one, guys. And we'll see
Cheers.
you all next week in a bit. Bye bye.
Bye.